and we will get underway. Alright, well, I assume, for what it's worth, everything seems golden on my end. If there are no objections. So off the notification, we're going to be checking out a few itch.io games that I've been meaning to check out for a while now. Let's see. There's still a whole bunch of nice collection that I've got to go back and play. I really want to go back and play. Just got to make the time for it. But today, we're going to start out with Naturally Me. And if we have time, we'll follow it up with this one. I just picked 2 out to do one day out of this game jam. Oh, hey, Pausies, how we doing? We doing okay for Monday. How you doing? We got itch.io games. We got games. We gamin'. Gamin' over here. We got Naturally Me by HusbandoGoddess, which we played Still Shining from the O2A2 VN Jam, and played on YouTube Winning Hearts, the Pro Wrestling Otome. And she is quite a very, very delightful creator. Very good stuff. When I saw this game, Naturally Me, for the Trans Representation Jam, which is very much up my alley. Which is what I wasn't really quite aware of until I had this game recommended to me. So, non-ranked jam without any prizes, create games with trans representation in a chill environment. The theme is all about trans representation. At least one major character in your game has to be trans, or a major part of the story about the trans experience. Hello, and welcome. You're just in time. Heck yeah, trans rights? Heck yeah, trans rights. So, chill games about the trans experience. And, naturally, we're just in time to start out with very fitting transition. Naturally, we're going to play Naturally Me. So, simply enough. Okay. So, recovering from their latest adventure, a group of misfit heroes decides to hang out at a tavern to celebrate a job well done. As until they hear that there's a mission available in the Adventurers Guild, where if they complete the mission, they'll be able to get 10,000 gold. The catch, they have to slay a deadly dragon. Despite 2 of the wiser members of the group thinking that they should skip the mission, the rest of the group, fueled by money and bloodshed, vote to go on the adventure. Democracy prevails! While at the Adventurers Guild, the group meets a timid warlock dwarf who goes by the name of Borald, who has something to prove. Together they all go on an adventure that they won't soon forget. Self-discovery, finding friends who will accept you for who you are. So we got about 2 hours, 2 endings, 6 CGs, and lots of adventure to go. I believe I have this set up right, so yep. Cursing, gender dysphoria, reference to blood, violence, and implied transphobia. Please be advised. Oh. That logo was adorable, also. Alas, thus begins a grand adventure. It's Naturally Me. Let's dive in. Our story takes place in the realm known as Ithamar, where kings, monsters, and magic run wild. In this massive realm, there's a group of adventurers who are currently residing in the city known as Aladon. Those adventurers are Lydia Hearthbreaker, the cleric, Constantine Bonarche, the paladin. Trix, the wizard. Oh, adorable. Clams, the rogue. And Helia Copperspring, the bard. I would peg them as a bard. Our heroes have just returned from a mission where they were tasked with seeing what was going on with the city's water supply after reports of residents getting sick. Well, down in the city's sewers, they found out about the water was being poisoned by a sewer-dwelling hermit. They were able to defeat the hermit and bring him into justice. When asked why he committed such a heinous crime, the hermit explained that he wanted to weaken the city's military. Then, with the military weakened, he would recruit a group of monsters who would help him take over the city. Sadly for the hermit, even if our heroes didn't intervene, no monster would ever think about joining him. The man was as fit as a twig and had no social skills whatsoever. Charisma 1. If you want to recruit an army of scary monsters to help you take over a city, you need at least some muscle mass and good social skills. But we're getting off track here. Anyway. Now our brave adventurers are currently resting in a tavern called the Royal Squash. It was early in the afternoon when our adventurers arrived, so the bar's only customers are some day drinkers and knights who just want a place to relax without the need to feel a buzz. Oh gosh, hello! Welcome everyone. Here are your drinks. The barmaid carefully sets each adventurer's drink on the table. As Constantine pulls out his wallet, the barmaid waves her hand. No need. The drinks are on the house. Oh! See, the art is adorable so far. I immediately love the idea of the non-standard cleric appearance. I love them already. Really? But of course, word of your work in the sewers has already spread throughout the city. I'm really grateful that we can start serving tap water here again. You wouldn't believe how quickly we went through our supply of bottled water. We were on our last case when we found out that you all solved the water supply issue. So the least we can do is give you a free round of drinks. Well, thank you, kindly, Miss Rosemary. Thank you, Rosemary. May God bless you for your kindness. Lydia gives the young woman a short bow. Be sure to honor you in my newest song. The woman's cheeks lighten up with a pink hue, her face feeling incredibly warm. Me? In a song? Surely you jest. I never joke around when it comes to song making. You deserve to be known by the masses for your generosity. Thanking the group once more, the maiden walks off and starts serving other customers. The group begins chatting while sipping on their alcoholic beverages. Well, aside from Trix. Trix, baby. When she was only 18, she legally couldn't drink alcohol, but that didn't stop her from having her first and last alcoholic beverage a few months ago. When Constantine and Lydia weren't looking, she was able to successfully get an alcoholic beverage after flirting with some old dude who wanted nothing in return. Oh no. Finishing it, Trix was doing cartwheels around the tavern and screaming nonsense about how the giant octopus clowns were going to invade all of Isamar. The adventurers quickly left the bar in shame, vowing to never return. Age for drinking in the U.S. Ah, yes. After that incident, Constantine made sure that she only ever ordered non-alcoholic drinks. Today's drink? A Lucky Pecker, a fancy fruit drink with a tiny umbrella and colorful straw that loops around. Oh, that's precious. Trix gets silly straws. Anyways, as the group chatter, they overhear the two boisterous men at the nearby table. Oh. Did you hear about the new quest of the Adventurers Guild? You'd be more specific than that, buddy. There are 5 new quests posted there every day. Which quest are you talking about? Oh no, the one with the dragon. The adventurer's ears perked up. A dragon? Did they hear him right? 30 miles up north is a dragon hiding in a cave. According to the Knights of the Guild, the king has sent multiple of his men up there to try and get rid of the damn thing, but none of them have returned. The man's friend scoffs. So he's sending us common folk to deal with it. Typical. Yeah, but I hear there's a huge reward. No, yeah? How much? 100 gold. No. 10,000. The adventurer's jaws hit the floor. 10,000? Imagine all the cool weapons you can buy with 10,000 gold. With that kind of money, I could finally buy that pet spider I always wanted. As long as I'm alive, you're never going to get that spider. Trick's shoulders slump. 10,000, you say? Hearing the words of the other man, the group quiets down so they can hear the men's conversation. The gruff-looking man looks down in his drink, swirling it around as if giving the quest a thought. Ruthless, no spider. Someone has to keep the group baby in check. Is he going to take the quest? After all, who can say no to 10,000 gold? Then the man shakes his head. Nah, there's no way in hell I'm going to take that job. Sure, the money's nice and I could put my daughter through magic school with that. It isn't worth risking my life for. What happens if I die? Can't leave my husband and kids behind. The man's friend takes a sip of his drink. Amen to that. The group of men move on from the dragon and start talking about recent gossip spreading in Aladon. Did you hear that, you guys? He's not going to take the quest. We should take it. We should take it. We should take it. We should take it. Trix is wearing her signature grin, which makes Lydia and Constantine grimace. the group parents. One day Trix will get her spider. Trix, we are not. We're going to slay that dragon and become rich. Hell yeah, we are. Yeah. Of course, Trix's partner in crime, Clams, was just as excited as she was. Whenever there was a mission that needed a plan, especially one that could allow for a chaotic plan, the strategist was all for it. The strategist. Strategy. Party's droid has 2 wolves. Credit from the start, especially in Waterdeep. Oh no. Uh-oh. All the drips drinks to wobble. Get off the table, Trix. You're causing a scene. Hear me, patrons of... where are we again? Oh. What is this place called again? The Royal Squash, Trix. Hear me, patrons of the Royal Squash. My group and I will slay the dragon that lies north of Aladon. The tiny goblin thrusts her right fist into the air. Then we will bring its head back here as a trophy. For a second, the tavern is silent, processing Trix's words. Then the entire tavern erupts into cheers. Okay, that's enough out of you. Hearing enough out of her small goblin friend, Lydia, the leader of the party, grabs hold of Trix, but the stubborn girl tries to wriggle free of her grasp. Hey, put me down, Lydia. Let me speak to the people. They love me. They must hear my words. Nope, you're doing enough talking for today. Now sit down and continue drinking your juice like the good little goblin you're supposed to be. Lydia plops Trix back down onto the bar stool. Oh, stupid. Despite being upset, Trix grabs the straw and begins sipping on her delicious Lucky Pecker. Don't know why you're so upset, Lydia. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We're capable adventurers. That they were. No one in the group could deny that. However, just because they were all excellent fighters doesn't mean that they didn't have 1, 2, or 10 missteps along the way. Trix is right, Lydia. With her and Helia's magic, you and Constantine's brute strength, and my wonderful strategic planning, nothing could stop us. Remember the time we took on a bunch of zombies? There were like 20 of them, but we managed to make it out alive. That's only because we summoned them. Listen, that was an accident. How was I supposed to know that reading a spellbook in a language that I didn't understand was going to do that? Yeah, that was just an accident. Works of the trade. How about when you nearly killed Princess Seraphina? Was that also an accident? Was their first mission together? The group, although coming from completely different walks of life, all shared one goal: to save the princess and bring peace back to the kingdom of Enyadora. Everything was going fine. Well, that it was until they arrived at the warlord's hideout. The place was crawling with bad guys. Seeing how many enemies there were, Clam suggested that Trix should use a fire spell to wipe out all the bad guys. The issue was that Trix had never used that spell before. You could see how things went awry from there. Listen, it's not my fault that the fire spell missed my target and that the warlord's hideout also happened to be incredibly flammable. Mistakes happen. I haven't missed a single spell since. Besides, I managed to not only save the princess, but because of my spell, all the bad guys in that hideout ended up dying because of the fire. So if you ask me, I think I did ourselves a favor. Lydia pinches the bridge of her nose while Constantine takes a giant sip of his drink. I'm gonna need a few more rounds to get through this conversation. Didn't the princess need a lot of counseling afterwards? Yeah, it was only slightly traumatic. No harm, no foul. Helia asks, her fingers stop tracing over the strings of her mandolin. She did? That's what I heard from the old rumor mill. I've turned what I heard into an excellent song. Her time being held captive but then saved by a group of adventurers. Although the ending is bittersweet, but with her nearly dying and all. Would you guys like to hear it? Sure. Everyone shakes their head. No. Don't need to remember that. Oh, I just noticed the Constantine's belt buckle. It's like a sword scales sort of thing. That's really cool. Pity. I see how it is. Well, I'll perform it another time for a paying audience. The bard gets back to strumming her instrument, humming a tune quietly to herself. Anyway, I think we can take the dragon, especially if he's in a cave. There's no way a cave can catch on fire. Plus, aren't dragons, like, flame-resistant since they breathe fire? Constantine's god is the god of war and law. Oh. That's a really... I like that. Actually, they aren't. My experience in the military, although fire isn't the best option against them, they aren't completely resistant to it. So... that means I can use fire? Hearing that fire wasn't completely off the table causes Trix to clap her hands together like an excited child who's about to be taken to a festival filled with games and treats. Seeing their little companion this amped up causes Constantine and Lydia to sweat a little. Oh no. We didn't even say yes. Well, you just said yes. I heard you. You said the word yes, so that means we're going. Well, I think we should do it. What do you think, Clams? I think we should as well. Like I said, we're experienced adventurers. No matter what happens, we all make it out alive. Save for the old friend, Biff. That's a story for another time. What do you say, Helia? You're the oldest out of all of us, so your vote matters the most here. And the fairy shrugs. Why not? Another adventure means another song I can write, which means more money for me. And who knows, it might be another dramatic tale of woe and chaos. That's 3 against 2. Looks like we're gonna kill a dragon. With that, Trix finishes the last of her drink. Now, my friends, adventure waits for no one. Let's be off before someone else takes the quest from us. Aye, Trix. Adventure waits for no one. Best friends rush out of the tavern, with Trix mounted on Clam's shoulders for easy transportation. Oh no. This should make for an interesting song. Trix is just like my group's warlock upon seeing 12 burnt corpses on their doorstep said, "Hell yeah, fireball!" Sounds like kindling to me. You always say that about every mission we go on. That's because every journey we go on is dangerous and someone nearly dies. That's what makes it interesting. No one would pay to listen to a song where the adventurers are frolicking in the fields and become friends with the baddies, right? I mean, would you tip me if I played you a song like that in the tavern? Even if you were completely plastered. I wouldn't be drunk to begin with. Responsible team, Mom. If I'd be honest, no, I probably wouldn't. I thought so. Anyway. Bard puts her instrument on her back and starts flying toward the exit. We should probably get to the Adventurers Guild before those idiots accept the quest without us and get themselves killed. Helia gone meta. With that, Helia leaves the Royal Squash. Helia knows what's up. Helia knows. She is the oldest of the groups. She knows. This might go horribly wrong, but it'll make a good song, one way or another. Dang it. Well, I guess we have no choice, Constantine. Are we really going to do this, Lydia? Aren't you afraid of what might happen? We don't really have a choice, Constantine. The party voted that we take the mission. Well, that's true. We are the adults of the group. We can put a stop to this. We can take all of Trix's things and put her in the timeout. At the inn. She can't stop us. Without Trix by her side, Clams won't do anything. Clams will just sit in timeout with her. They'll be safe. And for once, the party will be able to get a much-needed day of rest. For a moment, Lydia considered that option. A day where the team could finally rest and they could do whatever they wanted. Now that sounded like paradise. However, would that really be okay? Stealing Trix's things? That was morally dubious at best, and she would be hurting Trix in the process. Not only that, but Clams would also be pissed if she found out her comrade stole her BFF's things. It was one thing to try and talk them out of a mission, maybe even give them a stern talking to, but the group just made a democratic decision, even if Helia was in the camp of, whatever, I don't really care what we do. Helia was actually voted best girl. Oh gosh. I believe it. Democracy wins again. Helia voted best girl. Constantine's heart was in the right place, but still, the orc shook her head. When I joined this group, Constantine, I wanted to spread kindness and happiness throughout the realm of Isamar. That's what God wants me to do. If killing this dragon will achieve that, then I need to do it, even if I'm scared of what might happen. Plus, think about it. Would you really be able to put both Trix and Clams in timeout? What do you mean? Lydia leans forward with a playful smile on her face. You know what I mean, silly. You act tough, but... Uh-oh, are you a big softy, Dad? She pokes the left side of Constantine's chest. Your heart? It's pure. All those two have to do is just say please in a high-pitched voice and you'll let them out of timeout. You're such a softy. Constantine sighs and smiles softly, bringing his drink to his lips. It's really hard to ignore them when they do that. Oh, that's precious. Lydia chuckles. I know. Anyway, let's finish up our drinks and get going. Our chaotic children are waiting for us. And so Lydia and Constantine, after taking the last sips of their drinks, leave the tavern and head towards the Adventurers Guild. This crew is absolutely precious. I love them. When Constantine and Lydia arrive at the Adventurers Guild, the rest of the group are waiting for them by the entrance. Geez, what took you two so long? In reality, Constantine and Lydia were only gone for a few minutes. Trix is just incredibly impatient. Patience is a virtue, Trix. Patience, there's a dragon we need to kill. I wish you weren't so excited about the killing part. If it helps, Constantine, I'm excited about the gold. Just a whistling expression. That's the only thing the only thing you're only ever excited about, though. Because money is one of the few things that fills the void in my tiny heart. That's depressing. Well, that's life, isn't it? Wake up to the same song and dance until eventually you die. I'm going to make sure you talk to the therapist at the local church when you get back, Helia. For now, let's go talk to the guildmaster and ask him about the quest. Yes, please. Guildmaster? Group rushes to the guildmaster, whose smile reaches from ear to ear upon seeing them. Ah, dear adventurers, back so soon? I thought you would be resting after bringing the man who was poisoning our water supply to justice. Ah, I thought we would be too, but crime doesn't sleep, no, so neither can we. I guess not. So how can I help you today? We want to kill the dragon! We want to kill the dragon! The dragon? Actually, it's just someone just took that quest right before you lot came in. What? No way! I was surprised too. It was a lone dwarf warlock who took it. I was hesitant to give him the quest if I'd be honest, but he was insistent on taking it. So I'm sorry, but I can't give you the quest. But maybe you could talk to the dwarf and ask to join him. I'm sure he would appreciate the help. Thank you, Guildmaster. Do you know where we can find him? He's actually over there, talking to himself, I think. Oh, hello there. Guildmaster points over to a lone dwarf warlock standing over in a corner, who is indeed mumbling to himself. The plot thickens. Well, dragon. There's no way he'll be able to kill that dragon by himself. You never know. No, trust me, Lydia, I've seen this kind of behavior in war before. You can tell by how he's standing around, hopping from one leg to another. He's unsure of himself. According to my calculations, he has a 0.00004% chance of surviving. That's me being generous. Rounding up, with us, his chances of survival jump to 86%. Let me see the math behind that, Clams. I want to see the math behind that. I'm not sure about this. So, let me talk to him. I'll be able to convince him. You? Talk to him? No, absolutely not. Ah, why not? Look at the state of that man. He's nervous. If we have any chance of convincing him, we should send in someone who can help him calm him down. I say that Lydia should go and talk to him. She's the nicest and most approachable one out of all of us. She would always tell us stories about how people would come to her after church services to talk to her when they'd had to open up about something. That's true. But is Lydia a smooth talker? Need have y'all seen me at the bar? I've hit it off plenty of times with the patrons. I don't see how that has to do with anything. Listen, I can easily smooth talk my way with a dwarf and boom, we'll be on our way to killing that dragon in no time. Trix might be better in this situation. She's the most charismatic person in the group. You're just saying that because you're her best friend. No! Okay, you're right. That's because best friends stick together. Thanks, bestie. I knew I could always count on you. Listening to yours to make my own campaign to an VN, but oh god, I can't sing to game dev hell again. Yes, do it. You know you want to, Navy. You know you want to. Clamp and Trix hug. But us BFFs aside, it's also true that Trix has never failed to win someone over. You've all seen it with your own two eyes. That's true. Oh, so we should talk to the dwarf. A flirt known as Trix with a kind-hearted Lydia. Oh boy, here we go. Well, law or chaos? Law or chaos? Law, chaos, law, chaos, law, chaos, law. I think I should talk to him. No offense, Trix. Oh, fine. But if you don't end up going on that quest, I'm never gonna forgive you. If that happens, would a wayfarer's cake cheer you up? Maybe. Alright, let's go, Lydia. Lydia smiles at Trix before walking over to the lone warlock. Hi there. The warlock turns around, his eyes widening in surprise when seeing Lydia. Quickly, he looks down at the ground, finding it more comforting to look at. Oh, hello. Can I help you? Are you okay? I'm fine. What do you ask? Does somebody want a Trixie snack? Yes. Isn't fine, darn it. I'm just imagining Will now. Hard candies. Whenever Trix gets too hyped up and hyper, Lydia just takes one, shoves it in Trix's mouth. Now, calm down, quiet down, Trix. However, this guy's a stranger. Lydia can't force a stranger to talk to her about his problems. They entered a confession box where he's shrouded in anonymity. So as much as Lydia would like to get to the bottom of whatever troubles are plaguing this poor guy, she'll have to let it be. It's like a Scooby snack, yeah. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before I got to the matter at hand, is all. I see. What's your name? Borald Grandel. Yours? Lydia Hearthbreaker, but you can call me Lydia. Borald nods. So, what did you want to speak to me about, Lydia? I was wondering if my friends, Lydia gestures over to her friends, all of whom wave at Borald. He waves awkwardly back at them before turning her attention back to the dwarf. And I were wondering if we could join you on your adventure to slay the dragon. I know you want to go on this quest by yourself, but do you see that goblin and rat over there? Lydia points at Trix and Clams, who are talking to each other. Oh, what about them? They're really looking forward to doing this quest. So much so, the little one proclaimed to the royal squash that she was going to come back into the place and lay the dragon's head on one of the tables like it was a trophy. Oh, Borald's face turns to a sickly green color. Oh, what? That's barbaric. Not to mention disgusting. Is that where people go to eat and relax? It is, but seeing the head of a dragon really doesn't faze drunk people. Anyway, if you don't do that quest, not only will the tiny one not let this one down, maybe a few weeks, but I think we won't hear the end of it from those patrons. So can you let us join you on this quest? Please. I don't know. I was hoping to do this quest by myself. Can I ask why? To prove people back home that they were wrong about me. I see. I don't doubt that you're a capable adventurer, Borald. You would have made it this far if you weren't. However, it would be foolish to tackle this dragon alone. I'm sure you've heard of those people who've tried to kill it before, yes? I want to join this quest for the sake of my friends, the people of Aladon. I also don't want to see another soul perish when their death could have easily been prevented. So please, let me and my friends join you. Please, let us help you. The first time, Borald looked at Lydia and saw the expression on her face. Even though this dwarf was just a mere stranger to her, it was evident from the look on her face that she cared about him. She wanted Borald to make it out of this quest alive. Is this what compassion is like? It was foreign to him, someone caring about him like this, who back at home didn't care about him. Whenever he expressed his feelings about what he was experiencing, people turned away from him or dismissed his concerns completely. Yet, this total stranger was pleading with him to let her in. No, okay. Also, yes, it's determined Borald looks that dark expression. I do like that. I will allow you and your friends to join me on my quest. Thank you so much, Borald. Now come, let me introduce you to the rest of the party. Lydia reaches her hand out to Borald. For a second, he looks at it apprehensively. Rather than taking it, he walks toward Lydia's group. Quickly, Lydia runs ahead of Borald so she can introduce everyone. Ooh, gang assemble. What does this mean? Yep, we're going on the quest, everyone. You can thank our new friend Borald for letting us join. Hell yeah. Yes! Thanks, Borald. Let's go! Can you two keep it down? Everyone is staring at us. Clams Pog. Just because you're old and crusty and hate seeing us youngins enjoy the excitement of life once in a while doesn't mean you should poop on our parade, Constantine. I'm not pooping on your parade. I'm just merely asking you two to use your indoor voices. Never! Do your friends always bicker like this? Lydia rubs the back of her neck and chuckles. Yeah, but you get used to it after a while. Lydia claps her hands together, getting everyone's attention. Alrighty, let me introduce everyone real quick. The fairy's name is Helia. Hello, Borald. Helia's voice is deadpan. Hi? Borald leads over to Lydia. Is she okay? No, not in the slightest. She has depression. Very frank. Oh. The one with the mohawk is Clams. She's our strategist. She's also ex-military. Oh, what army were you a part of? Great army of Toptic. Oh, really? Wasn't that the army that was involved in the Great Rat War? Clam shudders. Ooh? No, we don't talk about that. Noted. After a moment of awkward silence, Lydia clears her throat. The one next to Clams is her best friend, Trix. Nice to meet you, Borald. You have a really cool beard. Borald's eyebrows shoot up at the compliment and his cheeks redden slightly. Oh, really? Yeah. Do you use anything? Like Baldur's Nourishing Oil? Oh, maybe use Constantine's brand. Alsphere. Excuse me, I don't use any beard oils. I'm all natural, baby. Sure you don't. Anyway, what do you use, Borald? Borald combs his hand through his very soft-looking beard and shakes his head. Nothing. It's all natural. What? Life's cruel. Okay, let's live about beards. Let's move on to our last party member, Constantine. Lydia pats the back of her faithful companion who is wailing in self-pity right now. My precious beard. Outdone. I'm Constantine. Lydia and I are the ones who try to run the tight ship of this crew. Constantine with a beard envy. Oh, it's accent mark. It feels like, yeah, that odd box did feel like some sort of font error. They're not very good at it. Nope. Not at all. Thanks, guys. See? Borald's here probably thinking, what the earth did I just get myself into? What do you use for your beard? Prestidigitation. See if I can get back that far. Drat. Too far back to see it in the history, but... Okay. Now, with the introductions done, let's take a look at the map and plan out what we might need from town. Clams takes out her map to the local area. The journey north isn't treacherous. All the adventurers have to do is travel through a forest and eventually they'll be at the cave. However, with the group just coming back from mission, it'd be wise if they don't just rush headfirst into things. Constantine suggested for the group to take a couple of breaks. That way everyone is well rested for when they face the dragon. Everyone agreed that this was the best course of action. So it's settled. We'll spend a few hours venturing up north. If all goes well, we'll be in a small town called Waycott by nightfall. We'll rest there for the night, and then continue our journey in the morning. Okay, everyone, let's go into the city and get everything we need. As always, prepare for the worst. That everyone heads out of the Adventurers Guild and goes into town. Okay, guys, get what you need. After his word, everyone heads off to the separate shops scattered that are on the city square to get the equipment they need for the journey ahead. Well, everyone except for Borald, who's looking at all the different shops, bewildered. Do you need help, Borald? Trick somehow comes back with the 10 packs of 10 packs of snack cakes and the 3 spiders. To be honest, this is my first time going on an adventure like this. I don't know what I should get. Lydia takes a hard look at Borald and his gear. He's packing a light crossbow with 20 bolts and a Dungeoneer's pack. He's also suited in light armor. For a first-time adventurer, this isn't a bad setup. Yeah, 10 snack packs and a gun with no bullets, yes. Though if Borald were by himself with his gear and went up against the dragon, Clams' numbers are starting to seem accurate. It's a good thing she was able to convince Borald to let her and the others join him. How much gold do you have? Clams comes back with the 10 packs of bullets and 3 ropes. Clams and Tricks high five. That's why we're besties! Borald grabs his pouch from his pocket and opens it up. Inside is around 30 gold. Shoot, that's only gonna give him a potion. Lydia looks inside her own bag full of gold. 179 pieces are rummaging inside. Okay, the only thing I really need is my hormonal potion. I can give whatever I have left to Borald so we can buy something else on top of a healing potion. Come, let's get what I need first, and then we can get your stuff. Okay. Lydia and Borald walk up to one of the smaller booths. That's, It's being run by a small petite goblin who puts on a warm smile once the pair get into view. Welcome, what can I get you to? Do you have a bottle of Theodore's hormonic replacement? Of course. The feeble woman grabs the potion in one hand and brings it over palm towards Lydia. Ah, that'll be 100 gold. Perfect, thank you. Lydia graciously hands the woman 100 gold and puts the potion safely in her bag. That'll last her until they get back into town. And for you, young man. For some strange reason, being called a man stirs an uneasy feeling in Borald's stomach. However, the dwarf doesn't say anything. Lydia says trans right. Young? I'm actually 187. Oh my, really? Gosh, what am I doing wrong for looking like that and I'm looking like a bag of bones? Borald looks around the store and spots a bright red potion marked at 25 gold. Tells the merchant that's what he wants, and after another quick exchange about her aging poorly compared to him, Borald and Lydia say goodbye and leave the old woman to tend to the next customer. So do you need to get anything else? I think I'm all set. Actually, here. Lydia hands her the 79 gold she had left over. Oh, what's this? You'll need a close-range weapon for when someone gets up in your face, Borald. You won't be able to shoot your crossbow or cast a spell if an enemy is on you, you know? So I think this should be enough to buy you a dagger from the blacksmith. Oh, why? I got what I need for the journey ahead. Plus, I want you to be the best you can be, Borald. You got something to prove, right? Borald stares at the newfound gold in his pouch for a few seconds, and then back at Lydia. He nods. Yeah. But can you come with me? I like the company. Plus, Borald nervously looks over at the blacksmith, who is donning an eye patch and staring at passerby like an angry guard dog. He's a big softy. That guy looks like he'll eat me alive if I so just say hello. Yeah, no kidding. Probably woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Little did Lydia know that the blacksmith actually did wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and as a result fell and bumped his knee really hard on the wooden floor of his house. The sound of his knee connecting to the floor was so loud it woke everyone, including his trusty dog Harris, up. No one was pleased to be woken up at 8 a.m., especially not old Harris. For getting a dagger from the grumpy blacksmith, Borald and Lydia returned to the middle of the town square where everyone but Helia was gathered. Where's Helia? She's still buying her supplies. Yeah, she has the most money out of all of us, so she makes sure to take her time to show off that she's super rich compared to us plebeians who only take 5 minutes to shop. Don't you all split the gold you earn evenly? Oh, we do. It's just that Helia is a bard, so she's musically talented, so whenever possible she'll play music to earn a little extra cash. A lot of people love her music. One time I saw her get 100 gold from a single person. Can't even get that much from a stupid bandit, and all those guys rob people for a living. There are many benefits to being a bard. Okay. A depressed bard to boot. Eventually their fairy friend joins them. So, what did you get, Helia? Well, I got these boots called Boots the Vigilant. Helia unenthusiastically poses with the sick-looking, dark, jagged leather boots. Nice, what else? What a bunch of potions. I thought buying these expensive boots and a lot of potions would help make me feel something, but alas, they did not. Depressed fairy bard is definitely a bingo line. Suddenly the mood amongst the group dips. But I still have, 3,000 gold left. How much gold do you guys have left? The group says nothing. Their pouches weigh like feathers right now. Well, if it helps everyone, being rich doesn't make you happy. I'd rather be dirt poor but happy than be rich and depressed. Should Should I be happy about that? Or should I feel insulted that you call me dirt poor? Little of column A, little of column B. Well, enough about our financial standings. Everyone, if we're all ready, I think we should head out. Agreed? I'm having such a good time right now. I'm going to ruin this group's careers. Yes, of course. Everyone else nods in unison, ready to forget the fact that they're all dirt poor when compared to their friend Helia. And so the adventurers leave Aladon behind and head north where the dragon awaits. Best girl behavior. As the group makes their way to the dragon, Borald walks a few steps behind them, observing them. Everyone is talking, interacting with one another. Trix is riding on Constantine's back. Lydia and Constantine are talking amongst each other while Trix is riding on top of the latter's shoulders. It only happened after Trix said please in a super high-pitched voice. Constantine really is an old softy. When she did that, Constantine broke down and bent down so the tiny young woman could get onto his broad shoulders. Lydia was teaching Clams how to play the mandolin. The ex-military strategist struggled, and to be honest, every note she played sounded rotten to the ears. The talented musician was patient and tried to point out the errors that her friend was making. Lydia does look mildly amused. Let's face it, Clams looks like she would absolutely just try and shred and rock out. Despite their earlier interactions, where would you question their friendship here at this moment? They're just a happy family of misfits. As Borald watches the group enjoying themselves from afar, he experiences a pang of sadness. His stomach turns and he begins to feel queasy. Borald used to have friends like this when he was much younger, ones you could sit around for hours with until the sun went down. Or at least he thought he had those kinds of friends. Oh? It all changed when Borald started feeling confused and uncertain of himself. His identity. If you asked Borald to describe who he was, he wouldn't be able to tell you. When he expressed this to his friends, that's when they started to pull away from him. Oh no. So without anyone to talk to and help him through whatever he was trying to figure out, he just instead left these unsolved questions lay dormant in his mind for God knows how long. Was it a mistake to let those people come with me? Sure, the chances of me coming back from this quest go up a lot, but seeing them happy like this, I think I would rather have gone solo at this point. Earlier, Lydia had said that everyone in this group had experienced what I have. So why are they happy, but I'm not? Why do I feel like such an outsider when we supposedly experienced the same pains? I hate it. Whoa, still 12 o'clock. Do we have a POV character in this? It feels like we are just sort of third person bouncing focus between I don't know, hard to say, but it works so far. Yeah. Lydia's loud voice snaps Borald into focus. Ooh. Wolves. Puppy. His eyes land on the road in front of him. That's when he notices the pack of wolves walking across the field. The adventurers get close enough, the wolves turn around and begin to snarl at the group. Pfft, wolves, let's be easy. Trix pulls out her staff. Can you get off me before you start casting spells, Trix? Oh, come on, I have a vantage point from up here. The protag is Lydia technically, but ultimately it is third person, yeah. I do wonder how it would change if we sent Trix to talk to Borald at the start, but it definitely feels like Lydia's going to have the most direct connection with Borald, drawing him into the group here. Trix, I know you're an excellent wizard, but you tend to go off the rails. And Constantine says you tend to go off the rails. That's just him nicely saying that you're crazy with magic 100% of the time. Oh, I know, but what's fun with that a little crazy? Besides, I gotta get like a plus something modifier with a cool, gruff, fluffy dad mount. Constantine pinches the bridge of his nose. Point is, as much as I enjoy seeing you happy being on my shoulders, if you stay up there, I run the risk of potentially dying if any of your spells go horribly wrong. Fair point. Not Constantine. No buts. Nope. Won't work at me this time. My life is on the line. Get off me, please. Fine. Chaos will have ensued. Oh no. Well, we're going to have to go back and see that eventually. Oh, fire! Once Trix gets off Constantine, everyone gets out their weapons. Okay, there's 3 of them and 6 of us. How about we group up into pairs? Constantine and Helia? Trix and I will take one because besties stick together, which leaves Borald and Lydia to take care of the last one. Mounted combat rules dictate the mount will be hit first. Ah, okay. Fair point. Best interest of Constantine to eject Trix ASAP. Any issues with that plan? Nobody objects. Good, because those wolves are back to attack us. We don't really have time for plan B. Those are cute wolves. The ferocious wolves lunge at the group. The head of the pack goes after Helia. Before it can sink its teeth into her, Helia casts Thunder Wave, a paralysis spell that freezes the wolf in place. The wolf takes a bit of damage from how shocking the spell was. Constantine, go. The wolf's paralyzed. Pushing forward, Constantine sinks his spear right into the wolf's side, doing critical damage. The wolf cries out in pain before sinking down to the ground, going limp. You did it. You killed the wolf. How are the others doing? Well... Clams and Trix are handling the wolf perfectly fine on their own, in their own chaotic way. The latter performing a cartwheel before screaming out a big spell like Fireball, which you should probably save for the dragon, but whatever. Clams manages to stab the wolf with a poison dagger. So while Trix and Clam's battle techniques are questionable at best, at least they're getting the job done. The only issue is with Borald and Lydia. The two have been standing there, waiting for Borald to do something. However, the dwarf is unsure of what to do. This is his first real battle. It doesn't help the wolf is staring him down like Borald's gonna be his next meal. What spells do you have? I know a spell called Eldritch Blast. Oh, it's a good one. Use that. Borald begins to conjure up Eldritch Blast, and a bright orb begins to form in his hands. I got this. But then... Oh no. Just the people back home pop into his mind and disrupt his focus. Been pulling away from when he became an adult. And for what? Because he questioned his identity? They only mentioned he was going to become an adventurer. They all laughed at him. Their laughs flood Borald's head. It's suffocating. It's all coming back to him. Stop. Does all this have to come up now? Borald releases the spell. The bright beam of energy streaks toward the wolf. Ooh, but the wolf manages to jump out of the way at the last second. Huh? No way! Oh no! With Borald's spell missing, the wolf takes the opportunity to use its sharp claws to slash at him. The hit connects. Ow! The claws manage to tear right through his armor, and make a minor cut right into his abdomen. A tiny bit of red begins to seep out, but thankfully it is a flesh wound. Borald! Stupid little furball, I'm gonna get you for that! Enraged that the wolf managed to hurt her newfound companion, Lydia runs right up to the wolf. Take this! She strikes her hand axe straight into the wolf. The wolf cries out in pain. Yeah! The wolf stumbles a bit, but it's not down for the count just yet. Helia! I know. Helia, taking out her musical instrument, plays a song. I know you can understand me, you stupid wolf, so listen closely to my song. Mother wasn't a very nice wolf. In fact, I dare say she was one of the worst wolves to ever walk this planet. Maybe that's why that hunter killed her. The wolf cries out in pain upon hearing the cruel words that Helia said under the spell known as vicious mockery. Unable to handle the truth about their horrible mother, the creature keels over. Helia casts a sick diss track. Look at what the wolves dropped. Fur! Wonder what this would fetch us. Not much. Helia approaches Trix and inspects the fur more closely, feeling it between her small fingers. Yeah, just like I thought. This is cheap fur. We don't get much gold out of it. What if you make that good of equipment either? Narratives are dice, yes. Oh. You control the dice in this instance. Trix throws the fur on the ground, leaving it for someone else to pick up and sell. The group turns their attention to Borald, who looks upset. Hey, you okay? Do you need any of us to heal you? No, I'll be fine. Getting down on his knees, Constantine pulls out the red potion from Borald's bag and opens it up for him. Drink your potion. Although that wound is pretty minor, it's better to take care of it now than wait for it to get infected. Borald takes the potion begrudgingly and sips it. Immediately the wound on his chest disappears, as if he had never even encountered that wolf in the first place. Do you feel better? Physically, yes. Mentally, no. No. Constantine frowns. Cheer up, Borald. We all miss a spell every once in a while. Don't beat yourself up over it. Yeah, I mean, did the group tell you about how I nearly killed a princess because my fireball missed its target, so the whole place caught on fire? What? I wrote a song about it. Would you like to hear it? No, I'm good, but thank you. Although their words are meant to be comforting, they did little to alleviate the pain that Borald was feeling. They were all able to kill the wolves so easily, but me, I couldn't kill such an easy target. I can kill a wolf, how will I be able to kill a dragon? These guys end up killing the dragon while I just stand around and do nothing. What does that really accomplish? Maybe the people back home were right. Someone like me isn't meant to be an adventurer. Constantine claps his hands together, grabbing everyone's attention. Alright guys, if memory serves right, there should be a small town up ahead with an inn. We'll take a break from traveling and rest there for the night. Does he have a tavern attached? Yes. Woo! Non-alcoholic drinks, let's go! So the group marches ahead with Borald walking slowly behind them, deep in thought. Lydia glances over her shoulder and throws a worried glance Borald's way, but he's too busy looking at the ground to notice her concern for him. The team arrives at the inn, the bright sunny skies replaced by the dark of night. It's a good thing they got there when they did, or else they may have faced the wrath of a bandit or two. Once they checked into the inn, everyone moved over to the adjacent tavern, which is filled to the brim with customers. I can't confirm or don't deny Helia's musical talent. Oh. We can confirm that whatever she does with her music makes money. Fair enough, that's what matters. At the end of the day, she gets that money. That's all that matters. Wow, look at this place. Guess this tavern is the place to be in this small town, huh? Yeah, what else is there to do in a town the size of your pinky besides visit the bar? What's the clouds, maybe? Hey, Clams. Last one at the bar is a rotten dragon egg. Apologies. Are you saying that Helia is the embodiment of, for 5,000 gold, I will stop? Oh, you don't want to race me with those tiny legs, bestie. Those two rush off to the bar, ducking and weaving between the patrons, then poorly, causing some of them to spill their drinks. Oh no. Thank God that Trix is a high enough charisma stat and an adorable smile that the drunk patrons will just grumble expletives under their breath instead of picking a fight with the pair. I think I'm going to join them at the bar. Borald says quietly. Before the rest of the group can say anything, the warlock thumps on over to the bar, disappearing into the ocean of the crowd. Borald's been quiet ever since the battle with the wolves. I'm worried about him. Yeah, I wonder if there's something deeper plaguing him. The remaining three watch as Borald as he orders a drink at the bar by his lonesome. It's a depressing sight. I'll talk to him and see if I can cheer him up. Sounds like a plan. You were always good at cheering people up, Lydia. If you need me, I'll be earning some money. Lydia flies away, heading toward the stage. Do you want me to join you, Lydia? I'll be fine. Besides, I think I spot someone you might be interested in seeing. Where? Lydia leans in close to Constantine. Pray tell, do you remember Hugo Cavave? Minotaur you worked with at the fishing docks before you went and called by the god of order and law, Skuntel. Oh? Immediately, the hair of Constantine's neck stood up, and the tips of his ears became tinted with a light pink hue. Oh, is he here? Of course he is. I wouldn't play with your heart like that, my friend. Sitting by himself at the last table towards the back. Now's your chance to catch up. Oh yeah. Do I look presentable? Yay, Dad, Constantine. Let's go. Constantine's voice is tainted with worry. Although he's 48, the bugbear is acting like he's back in his early teens. Then he can't help but chuckle at his almost childlike behavior. Don't worry, Constantine. You look handsome. Now go get him. Go get him, champ. With a gentle push, Constantine slowly makes his way over toward his friend. When he gets there, the edges of Hugo's eyes crinkle and the corners of his lips upturn into a small smile. Lydia then turns toward the bar and makes her way toward Borald, who already has down to drink. Let's just hope he can handle his alcohol better than Trix. Hey, what are you doing up here by yourself? Don't bother him, Lex. It's clear that as day that he's not in the mood. There it was again. That weird, disgusting feeling in Borald's stomach was brought on when the patron said he and him. What do those words make Borald feel so uncomfortable? Magic. The magic of love. Per my request, seeing as Constantine is designated, the artist made this character to be hot character, and you succeeded, very much succeeded. Borald's a dwarf. There's absolutely no way they can't handle alcohol. Correct. Please, don't use that. Oh no. Oh yes. Fueled by alcohol, Borald finds the courage to speak up. Huh? It makes me feel uncomfortable. Oh, I'm so sorry. What do you prefer then? Huh? That was the last response Borald was expecting. When Borald told their old friend that, they gave them this strange look. But these people, they're apologetic about it. You said not to use him. I just wanted to know what you'd prefer to be addressed as instead. Borald gives them a puzzled look. People actually ask, I don't. You could be addressed as something else? But what else is there? Is something the matter here? When Lydia gets to the bar, she hasn't heard any of their conversation that's transpired due to how loud the tavern is. Both patrons look up at her, one of them waving her hand. Oh, not at all. Just a failed attempt to flirt with your friend here is all. Yeah, we didn't mean to cause any trouble. I was actually trying to pull my friend away. Sorry. Aha. The two ladies run off. They weren't troubling you, were they? Borald shakes their head. No, one of them actually apologized to me about. Borald. They found their people. Also noticing the immediate change in the narration here, which is really cool. Borald pauses, unsure whether to bring up the subject regarding the usage of he and him. Borald downs another shot. They, used the word he? I don't know why, but I felt really uncomfortable with it. Borald, please come back. Never had someone ask me what makes me feel comfortable like that. I mean, I felt uncomfortable being addressed that way for years now, but I just rolled with it. Being alone and feeling crappy like I do now, and I guess drinking a bit, I finally said something. Now I can make my joke of Constantine being the best boy by default of being the only boy. Fair enough. Team Dad wins best boy by default. I like that. I guess drinking a bit, I finally said something. I don't know, I'm sorry. It's probably because I'm drinking, so I'm spouting some nonsense. At least that's what my old friends back at home told me when I brought this up to them. This isn't nonsense, just to let you know. Huh? Let's save this conversation for another time. Okay, for when you're sober. Oh. Right behind them, two drunkards began fighting. You can hear their drink spill onto the floor as one of them body slams the other into a table, breaking it in half. Oh, goddamn. Oh, Trix, no. Oh, shit, a bar fight. Let's go. From across the room, Lydia and Borald can hear Trix cheering. Let's go. And when we're not in a place where people are breaking furniture, a tavern is the worst place to have serious conversations. Lydia pushes the empty shot glass away from Borald's tiny hand. She helps them off the bar stool. Where are we going? See the others. We've gone on this big adventure together, yet you barely even talked to them. We need to change that. Ooh. Clearly we need to get to know the life of the party. Borald and Lydia drift over to the troublesome pair, who are no longer watching the drunkards fight. Instead, they're plotting something. That makes Lydia a bit worried. Winning Hearts Wrestling Otome D&D Edition. Yes. Oh no. What are you two doing? Shh, Lydia. Can't you see that Clams and I are thinking right now? I did save, right? Yes, I did. Excellent. Yes. Right now, our brains are in a delicate state right now. If you break our concentration, then it'll be game over for us. That sounds like an over-exaggeration of things. Lydia rolls her eyes. That's because it is. Can you two just tell me if you plan on wreaking havoc or not? That does sound like fun. Right now there are two incredibly hot people over there at the other end of the bar, and there's no way I'm missing my shot with this lady. I refuse to. And her friend, he looked over at me and winked at me. The feeling is mutual. We're destined to be together. Oh no. But please, leave Trix and I be, so you can both find love. The two huddle in. Okay, so I think I should approach first and break the ice. Okay, yeah, sounds good. What do you plan on saying? Well, I'm just gonna say the first thing that pops into my head. That always works. Oh no. We are in danger. Wait, are you serious? That's not going to work whatsoever. Says who? Says me. I can't wait to prove you wrong. Watch a master at work, Borald. Oh, here we go. Trix hops off the bar stool and confidently strides over to this female dwarf and her tall elf friend. Nope. They're going to suplex them with pickup lines, Pawsey. She taps the woman on the shoulder. Can I help you? You most certainly can. Trix climbs onto the bar stool and leans over, grinning. Are you... Are you my appendix? I don't know what you do or how you work, but I feel like I should take you out. Wow. Holy crap, that was awful! No way that's going to work. Just watch. For a second, the dwarf just stares at Trix, dumbfounded. Then, she smirks. Where are you going to take me in this dumpster of a town? Anywhere you want. I'm Trix the Wizard, after all. I can teleport us to the carnival if that's your thing. Though be warned, I hate clowns. If I see one, it's on sight. Well, it's a good thing I hate clowns, too. Oh my god, this is working! Knife Dwarf's absolute knockout. This is beautiful. Oh, Manchi. The one puts her hand out towards Trix. Name's Jimenez. Trix, do you hit on people all the time at bars, or am I just a special exception? Won't lie to you, I have hit on a few people before. But you, Jimenez, you're by far the prettiest one I've met. At least you didn't lie? So how about you and me get out of here and find a more lively place to be at, huh? Sounds like a plan. Trix waves her hand in the air and poof, she and Jimenez are gone. They've been transported to the lively Harangan kingdom of Russia. where its people are currently holding the annual Victory Day Festival. Victory Day celebrates when the people overthrew the government and killed their then king named Borald, who was stealing money and using it for himself. Well, what am I supposed to do now? When you have high charisma stat, the worst pickup lines will work. Or a critical failure of resisting charm, yes. What is his friend sighs and slumps forward, taking a sip of his icy hound. Oh. Hey, it's your chance, Clams. Go talk to him. No, I can't have no tricks. I just can't go up to somebody and say it. Just say anything. It won't work. I have to formulate a very thorough plan if I want to win that guy over. So what I'm going to do first is make sure my mohawk looks cool, because I can't go looking like a fool. That's the spirit, Clams. I'm going to go slide in and say, hey, how's it going? So, should I do it in more of a sexy voice or in my normal voice? I think my normal voice because I think it's better to be my true self. Then I'm going to order him a drink because who could resist a free drink? I'm going to ask what he does for a living, and then he'll ask me to, which I'll say, I used to be part of the Zootopia army, but then I became an adventurer. That's when I'll impress him with all my amazing accomplishments. Like how is the reason the Zootopia is successfully invaded, and he's gone. What? The guy's gone, Clams. Clams turns around and sees the chair where the guy once was is empty. But he was just there! Ooh, big oof. He left while you were coming up with your plan. No way! Clams sighs. Never gonna be able to find love like tricks. When it comes to finding love, Clams, you should just never wait. You should just go. But that's so nerve-wracking. Ah. Clams lays her head on the counter in the bar. She raises her index finger to grab the bartender's attention. Bartender, an unlucky blitz and stat. The bartender simply nods and begins making her drink, which is a strange concoction that has a very unpleasant puke-like green color. Yuck. Poor Clams. Clams, no bitches. Maiden and lordless. Charisma stat. Gotta go back. Oh, we should leave her be. Yeah. Lydia pats Clams in the back. I'm gonna head out, Clams, but if you need to talk, I'll be in my room, okay? Clams wipes the tears and snot away with her arm. Okay. Thanks, Lydia. I'm gonna be paying and getting no bitches. Clams, please. That's just overthinking. After giving Clams a hug, Lydia and Borald walk away, leaving the rat to be by herself. How are you feeling, Borald? Borald lets out a yawn. I'm getting sleepy. I think I'm going to head to bed. I think we need to, I love that. Yeah, we have to see all the chaos. So, we'll see how Dad is doing. To make their way over to Constantine, who has one hand interlocked with Hugo. Constantine is leaning into his free hand, his head into his free hand, talking to the Minotaur. What are they talking about? It must be good because they both have a giant smile on their faces. Oh! Feeling the aura of Borald and Lydia nearby, he looks in their direction. Ah, excellent timing. Come, you two, take a seat, please. Precious! Constantine uses this as an excuse to take a seat next to Hugo while the pair take up the remaining available seats around the table. You two, this is Hugo. Hugo, this is my friend Lydia. The other was Borald, I just met. Lydia whispers something into Constantine's ear. I just met them this afternoon, actually, but from what I can tell, they're a really nice person. Are you sure about that? I don't deserve such high praise. I couldn't even kill a wolf. Hugo lets out a boisterous laugh. Borald, please, you need to cut yourself some slack. We all have our highs and lows. What matters is how you get back. Remember when Constantine and I were hiking up Lone Wall Pinnacle? We were about to get right up to the top when I tripped over a rock and rolled down the entire trail. Once again, Hugo laughs. This time, everyone can feel the ground shake. But then the next day, you were determined to hike up that mountain. Right after work, too. You were damn right I was. There was no way I was going to let that mountain beat me. Constantine and him share a laugh, looking back on the fond memory they shared together. What matters is how you get back up. Borald mumbles what Hugo said to themselves repeatedly. But enough about little old me. Constantine had plenty to say about you all. Sounds like you guys are quite the group. Well, I guess that's one way to describe us, huh? I've been meaning to ask, Constantine, how do you put up with everyone? I mean, I've only been with you guys for half a day, but if I had to babysit clams and tricks like you did, I would have lost my mind. When you're the eldest of 7, you're pretty much immune to absolute chaos. Well, 90% of it. Wait, do you have 6 siblings? Constantine nods. When my dad was out working, I helped my mom take care of my brothers and sisters. It was hard, especially when my dad asked me to work at the docks with him. So my social life was reduced to whomever I met at work. But I got lucky. He smiles at Hugo. Oh! So how did you end up with these guys if you had so much responsibility back home? I received a message from the god of order and law, Skontel, asking me to look over clams, tricks, and an old group member named Beef. I'm not sure how to say that properly, but Beef? Biff? 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 Want to say Biff? I was hesitant at first, to be honest. I didn't know if I should step up to my calling and leave my loved ones behind, or stay. But everyone pushed me to go listen to the message. Like MILF with a B. BILF, okay. After all, you can't simply reject a message from the god of order and law, Skontel. Eternal damnation and all that, and nobody wanted that for me. So after months of traveling, I found everyone. First things were rocky. I mean, Trix nearly killed a princess. Then Helia tried to rob us blind before she eventually joined the group. Oh. It was much more of a hassle than I was anticipating. Part of me just wanted to drop everything and rush back home, but I stuck through it. There was one day in particular that was really rough. On a mission to rescue some fairies from some elementals, we lost Milf. I felt like an absolute failure. My sole purpose was to protect him, and I couldn't. As Constantine tells the story, he shakes and grips Hugo's hand tightly. Lydia puts a comforting hand on Constantine's back, rubbing it gently. After we got back from the mission, I immediately retired to my room and started bawling my eyes out. Shortly after, everyone came into my room. Clams, Helia, and Trix. They all sat up on my bed and just comforted me. A small smile makes its way onto Constantine's face. It reminded me of the times when my siblings would try to cheer me up whenever I came home from work, absolutely exhausted. Next day I woke up to all of them sprawled on the floor, sleeping. They didn't want to leave my side. Constantine looks over his shoulder, glancing at Clams and Trix, who are scheming something over by the bar. Then his eyes move over to Helia, who is singing a song, entrancing nearby patrons with its melody. It was right then I knew I couldn't leave him. Then. Soon, Lydia joined our party and everything became even better. Sure, my siblings might not have caused as much trouble as this group has. But you know what? This group I'm with right now, they're my second family, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. Oh, Constantine. But don't tell the others I said this. I feel like that might give them a free pass to cause even more trouble. Your secret's safe with us, Constantine. Borald lets out a yawn. Getting tired? Yeah, I think the alcohol is making me sleepy. Ah. Precious bean. Precious bean, Dad. How much did you have? 2 shots of, oh gosh, what is it called? Numb roar? Wow. You know, for someone so small, you can handle your little alcohol pretty well if you can handle 2 shots of that. Numb roar usually knocks people out 1 or 2 shots, so the fact that you're still standing is a testament to your alcohol tolerance. Borald's cheeks are dusted with a light shade of red, a new flush of confidence found within them. Thanks. If you're getting sleepy, though, you should retire up to your room. Come on, I'll take you upstairs. Oh? You guys are staying here for the night? Yeah, only just for the night, though. We have to head out early in the morning so we can get back on the road. You're all in separate rooms, I reckon. Oh? Yes, we are. Yeah. Well, it was nice to meet you, Hugo. You have a nice night, okay? It was nice meeting you too, Lydia. You as well, Borald. If you have a hangover in the morning, let me know. I have the perfect remedy for that. I'll keep that in mind. That was wholesome. Borald and Lydia say their goodbye to the two lovebirds before leaving them be. The two approach the tavern's exit, but Borald stops short of it. Something the matter, Borald? No. Quite the opposite, actually. Oh, Lydia, I just wanted to say thank you for hanging out with me tonight, even though I probably wasn't the best of company. Ah, nonsense. You were great to be with. Borald's eyes widen. No, really? Of course. You're a pleasure to be around, Borald. A small smile makes its way onto Borald's face, one that perfectly complements their face. Oh, it does. That's great to hear. Anyway, this is a good night, Lydia. Yeah, ooh. Borald waves goodbye to Lydia before leaving the tavern and heading upstairs to their room. Interesting. Oh, let us see what Helia's up to first. Let's go watch Helia perform. Grabbing Borald's hand, Lydia guides Borald closer to the stage where Helia is playing. Sitting on a tall wooden stool, and right before her is a giant bowl full of golden coins. Little time she's been away from the group, she's already earned 1,000 gold. Good God. Holy crap. Never seen that much, I've never seen that much money in my life before. The only time I've ever seen that much gold was when I was still working at the church and held a charity drive for the local orphanage. To quiet down and carefully listen to Helia's song. Her voice is gentle and the melody is harmonious. The song she's singing tells the tale of a group of adventurers who stumble upon a quiet little ferry on a busy shopping district. When two of the adventurers, who are a bugbear and an orc, are distracted, the ferry robs them blind of all their money. This is how she met Lydia and Constantine. However, the ferry is then kidnapped by a much bigger and more scary-looking thief. Adventurers, seeing this happen, chase after the giant thief. She's actually good. She went to college. Bard school for bards. After some time, the group catches up to the big bad thief and beats the guy up. The thief lets the ferry go, but the adventurers, believing that the thief was the one who also robbed them, demands that he give them their money back. The thief tries to convince them again and again that he wasn't the one who robbed them, but they refuse to believe him. After all, the guy just kidnapped someone. Stealing someone's money wasn't beyond the realm of possibility. Why do the people sound like us? Because that is. This song is about how Helia met us. Really? She robbed you guys? Yep. Honestly, when she said she was the one who took our money, I couldn't believe it. She just looked too, depressed to rob us. Fair. Guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, huh? I guess so. She has said countless times that money is the only thing that fills the void in my heart. When Helia finishes her song, the crowd claps for her amazing performance. Thank you all for listening. I'm going to take a quick break before I play my next song. Helia grabs a glass of water placed on the stool next to her and takes a sip. Taking this as an opportunity to talk to the bard, Borald and Lydia stride up to her. That was a fantastic song, Helia. Thank you. I'm glad someone thinks so. Borald raises an eyebrow. What do you mean? You just had a ton of people clap for you. I can't be the only one who liked your performance. Well, how do I explain this? Do you know how people sometimes say you have an angel and devil on your shoulders? Yeah, but what does that have to do with anything? Hideous sighs. Yeah, well, I'm cursed with having, two asshole critics over my shoulders at all times while I play. Don't think happy songs are a Josh. She'd fumble the hell out of them. Yeah, yeah, she has a type, and that's melancholic. She thrives on melancholy. She also has what's the two Muppets, like Statler and Waldorf on her shoulders, just criticizing her constantly. Oh no, assholes! How dare you! All we're doing is giving you pointers, dear. What the? Pointers? You heckling me every time I perform is in what I would call giving me pointers. Young people these days, they get so defensive. I'm 1,345 years old. So could have said, oh, they really are based off of Statler and Waldorf. Oh shit. Well, for someone who's supposed to be old and wise, you certainly don't take criticism very well. You know, this explains a lot. If I had two old geezers degrading me 24/7, I think I would wind up being depressed too. I mean, your performance just now wasn't that bad. I liked it. It was all right. Actually, there were parts of it that were pretty bad. It was pretty clear that you didn't tune your mandolin correctly. There were a couple of times the notes made my ears bleed. True. It could have been much better. Yeah. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it was pretty awful. Yeah, pretty bad. Oh, you two are awful. No wonder why I'm depressed all the time. I have you two constantly on my shoulders, making me miserable. Edith waves her hand into the air, causing the two little critics to poof away. Begone! How long have you been dealing with those two jerks? 7 years, 10 months, 2 days, and 16 hours. But who's counting? Not me. I'm certainly not counting. You are? Yeah, I guess I am, aren't I? So, how did you get stuck with those two anyways? My ex, who was super into curses, cursed me. Why would he do that? He was an asshole, that's why. He thought he could change me. Oh, burn him. Wow, this sounds like a real piece of work. I bet Trix would burn him for you if you wanted. Oh, trust me, he was. Anyway, I broke it off with him because I'm not going to be with someone who can't accept me for who I am. Just like every asshole ex, instead of taking the breakup like an adult, he acted like a child and cursed me. Helia's Ace. Oh! Helia's Ace. Ace rep. I love that. My ex was into curses. Helia rolls her eyes. Ah. Maybe he felt like he needed to be taken down a peg or two, as if I'm not already at rock bottom. She got the little ring on her. Oh, okay. You see the ring? Helia shakes her head and looks down at the mountain of gold sitting in front of her. Her hand feels through the shining pieces of gold and a couple of coins fall out, making a soft ding sound as they collide with the wooden stage. Oh, this gold tells me I'm a good musician, yet those idiots say otherwise. Those guys will never be pleased with whatever you play. Can't you just make them go away? Helia shakes her head and gives Borald a dejected look. Nope. I've tried every spell, every potion, and talked to countless doctors about this. Nothing worked. This is my curse to bear. I'm so sorry. For what? For your situation. It's awful. That's life, isn't it? I mean, we all have our own issues to deal with, and I'm doing exactly that. Learning how to deal with it all. Sure, listening to those guys sucks a lot, but, Helia looks up at Lydia, and something reminiscent of a smile crosses her face. No matter how hard life gets, I have friends who remind me that the good outweigh the bad. Ah. Quickly, the smile disappears and she returns to her usual deadpan expression. I'm just noticing Now that you mentioned that, Will, I'm just noticing the flowers in Lydia's ear. I love that. That's Every curse has its removal method. Time to hunt down that cursey X. Yes. Hunt down Helia's evil X and break the curse. Need to get back to singing. You two are welcome to sit back and listen. Just as Helia extends an invitation to the two, Borald lets out a yawn. Seems like someone's getting tired. I think the alcohol is starting to hit me. And you should rest. I'll take no offense if you do. Okay, well, good night, Helia. And please don't listen to those stupid critics of yours. You're an excellent musician. I'll try not to. Farewell, Borald. I'll see you in the morning. Lydia and Borald wave goodbye to Helia, who begins playing a new tune as they walk away. As the two approach the tavern's exit, Borald stops. Lydia turns around, raising a quizzical eyebrow at Borald. Is something the matter, Borald? No, quite the opposite, actually. Yeah. Lydia, I just wanted to say that. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, even though I probably wasn't the best of company. Oh, you're fun to hang out with. Yeah. That's good to hear. Anyways, good night, Lydia. Oh. It was a lovely time. And now it's time for us to commence our adventure. It's a really sweet series of party interactions there. I really like this gang. When the night turns to day, it's Constantine and Lydia who are the first ones in the lobby of the inn. The two talk about last night. Mainly about Lydia inquiring what happened with Hugo. Constantine is very hush-hush about the details, but just with a giant grin on his face. The two must have had a, beginning of the next day slightly changes, depending on who you hung out with. The two must have had a very eventful night catching up with each other. Lydia has the lavender and the axe of Lydia that symbolize the strong, handling women. Helia has the ace ring, Borald has a comet on their scarf, which has an NBC. Oh! Lambs has the pea on their necklace, Trix has the two moons for bisexuality, and Constantine has the hanky code for, I will pay for dinner. Oh gosh. The two of us had a very eventful night, catching up with the other. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Arriving 10 minutes past their agreed meeting time is Borald, who quietly takes a seat next to Lydia. How did you sleep, Borald? I didn't fall asleep until a few hours after I got my room. I was just thinking about stuff. Don't worry. Oh, Helia. Shortly after Borald, Helia hovers down the stairs and waves at the group. Notices that the troublemakers aren't there yet. I see our favorite little gremlins haven't arrived yet. They must have had an eventful night last night. I think I heard clams throwing up all the way down from down the hall. Everyone rises to their feet, clearly concerned for their comrades' well-being. Is she okay? Helia shrugs. I would assume so. I'm sure Clamps has experienced worse during her time in the military. Besides, if Clamps wasn't okay, Trix would have been down here crying her eyes out. I suppose that's true. The two did share a room together. So if something was wrong with Clamps, Trix would be the first to know. Everyone sits back down. Helia takes a seat next to Borald. How did the rest of your performance go, Helia? Okay, I mean, those critics kept heckling me, but I kept thinking about what you said to me. That you thought my song was fantastic. Really? Helia nods. Yes. Keeping your comment in mind helped me tune those annoying geezers out. Aw. You know what? This is my canon route. So thank you. No need to thank me. I was only speaking the truth. Friendship. Borald did good. Helia doesn't say anything. Instead, she just smiles softly in response. Oh. There they are. An hour later, the last two party members walk down the steps of the inn like they're zombies who have just risen from their graves. I shouldn't have had all their drinks. You're telling me. I was the one who had to clean up all that throw-up. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Clams. Helia told us that she could hear you from down the hallway. Well, when you've been in the army and had to be subjected to countless bouts of torture, you build up quite the pain tolerance. So, throwing up a ton is nothing. See, I told you she was probably fine. Okay, now that we're all here, I think we should head out. Yeah, I see the 2 moons, or tricks. Agreed. Are we all ready? Everyone nods. Alright, let's head out. From this, much love. Thanks for hanging out, Pausies. Have a good night. With that, the group leave the small town behind and venture towards the dragon. Oh, battle gag slime! After a couple of hours of traveling and fighting a horde of slimes, which the group was able to successfully kill, the adventurers are now only an hour away from the cave. They've decided to set up camp to regain some of their energy from the recent fight. Everyone is chatting around the campfire. Well, everyone except Borald. Lydia looks over her shoulder to see the lone warlock off by himself, deep in thought. Now might be the time to talk to them. Oh? Stepping away from the others, Lydia makes her way over to Borald. Hey. Hi. Do you want to talk? What do you want to talk about? You're away from everyone. Just wanted to make sure you're okay. Borald wipes their face with their hand, revealing a pitiful smile. I guess I'm not very good at hiding my emotions, am I? Well, I'm a very perceptive orc. Plus it comes with the territory of being a cleric. You know when a party member isn't doing well. Lydia takes a seat on the grass. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but does this have anything to do with what happened last night? With the patrons? Lydia nods. I thought you would have forgotten about that. Do you want me to forget about it? Depends. How do you feel about it? Feel about it? Feel about you not wanting to be addressed with hear him? Borald nods hesitantly. Doesn't matter how I feel about the situation, Borald. Matters is how you feel. We're not expecting that answer. Well, yeah. I mean, when I brought it up before people, they only told me how weird it was to them. It never mattered how I felt. Lydia really said I'm about to take the best girl spot away from Helia. Darn straight. Well, how do you feel? I don't know how to feel. It's all just so confusing. Okay, so let's talk about it then. Let's work through it. Talk about it? Yeah, why not? I mean, we're not going anywhere. Plus, I would like to relive my olden days back at the church when I got to patiently listen to everyone talk about their day with me. So please, if you don't mind letting me be a little selfish, allow me to relive those days for just a little bit. No, okay. Borald inhales deeply, then shakily exhales. Where do I start? You mentioned that you didn't feel comfortable being addressed as he or him. When did that start? Borald shrugs. A long time ago, but I've always kept it inside. Figured it would just be easier to roll with what society knew me as than... Well, I still don't know what I am, if I had to be honest. As Borald tells their story, Lydia nods, which gives the dwarf the strength to keep going. And part of me wanted to say something, like how I did last night. I don't see why I have to pit powerful and successful men against each other instead of uplifting them, yes. Women winning. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it, Will. My sense of fear was thrown out the window. Sorry, Borald, didn't mean to interrupt. When I'm sober, I'm terrified. I'm terrified that if I speak up and try to correct people, they would look at me like I'm a freak? A monster? Yeah. Well, I can assure you that you aren't any of those things. What you're going through right now is perfectly normal. It is? Of course, Borald. How do you know this is normal? Because I've went through something similar myself when I was younger. You did? Lydia nods. Yeah, I'm a trans woman. When I was younger, much like you are feeling right now, I felt different from the other kids around me. When I got older, that's when I found out. I'm not a man. I'm actually a woman. I didn't say anything to my parents because I was afraid of what they were going to think or do. After all, orcs are very prideful creatures who don't really have time for emotions and all that stuff. But I think my parents knew that something was up with me. I wasn't eating. I was constantly in my room. I wasn't talking as much as I used to. They could tell something was wrong with me. So one day they pulled me aside and asked me what was going on. That's when I told them I was a woman. They stared at me, and for a minute I thought my entire world was going to come crashing down on me. But then my father hugged me and called me his daughter. My mother joined in and also showered me with love. Aww. I know there are people out there who don't get that kind of support. So when I became a priest, I made sure to preach kindness and that we should only judge someone on their actions, not for who they are. Borald nods, soaking in all this information. I see. But I don't feel comfortable being addressed as a woman, either. I don't know what I am, or how people should address me. Well, there are a few gender-neutral pronouns out there, actually. Ones that don't mean male or female. There are? Lydia nods. Yeah, they, them, they, them, ze, zim, it's, I'm sure there are more, but that's what I know of. It's all what you feel comfortable with. If you ever feel like you want to change how people address you, that's okay too. Don't feel like what you pick is permanent. After all, gender is a spectrum, Borald. You can identify however you like. Taking in all Lydia just gave them, Borald mulls over their options. Then they smile. I think I might prefer they, them. At least for now. Lydia smiles softly. Okay, I'll make sure that I address you as such then. Wait, I have a question. What? Borald plays with her beard nervously. Is it okay for me to look the way I do? To have a beard? I like my beard, but I feel like people might say that's only a thing a man should have. Here's what I'll say to that. If you feel comfortable with how you look, then don't change anything about yourself. There's no rulebook or gender. There's no defined look for anything. If you like your beard, keep it. If you want to wear a set of clothes, then wear it. Borald looks over Lydia's shoulder, their eyes landing on others who are sitting by the campfire. Do you think they'll accept me for being me? Lydia glances at the others, the group feeling their eyes on them, waves at them happily. Me politely yelling at Kristi, female dwarves have beards too. Yes! It is not exclusive. Beards are welcome in this dwarf family. Absolutely. Lydia stands up. Now come on. I'm sure the others would like for us, namely you, to join them. I think I mentioned it earlier, but I just really like the touch where as soon as this first comes up, and as soon as it's first even hinted at the bar, with Borald and the conversation with the two patrons flirting with him, and they say they're not comfortable with he, him, the narration immediately changes how it refers to them. I think that's a really cool, nice touch. Lydia holds her hand out to Borald while giving them a gentle smile. And obviously Lydia also going out of her way to not refer to Borald with he, him. Even just overhearing that before they even get to sit down and talk about it, just giving them that gentle consideration before they've even worked through all this. It's really sweet. Borald raises their head hesitantly, giving the group sitting by the campfire one last glance. They remember when they sat by the campfire with their friends. That was before they all disappeared from their life. But if this group were able to accept each other for who they were, then maybe, just maybe, they could accept Borald for who they were. Borald grabs Lydia's hand. She pulls them up, and the two walk over to join the rest of the group by the campfire. When they arrive, the group is roasting some slime jelly over the campfire. Roast jelly? Interesting. Oh, Borald, I was wondering when you were going to join us. Here, I saved you some jelly. Clams hands Borald some slime jelly that's been skewered on a wooden stick. Slime jelly. That's gotta be an interesting consistency there. Oh, thank you. Borald begins roasting it over the fire. It's roasted for a group of minutes and to get rid of the toxins. It's perfectly toasted, it tastes like a green apple pie. Fair enough. Doesn't make much sense, but it makes for a really good snack. Borald sticks their slime onto a stick. Out towards the fire, the green bowl of ooze begins to bubble. That feeling when you don't have marshmallows. Lime jello marshmallows. You know, I thought you hated us or something. Trix says this nonchalantly as she chews on her food. I hated you guys? No, I mean, you sort of scare me, Trix. I scare you? How? I'm like the least scary person. I'm the least scary looking person there is. Redwood Clams and Borald can't help but roll their eyes at the comment. Looks can be deceiving. When we were fighting against the slimes, you transformed into one and played mind games with one of them, saying you were their long-lost cousin Thomas. Oh, come on, that was funny. Yeah, that was kind of funny. No, it wasn't. It was a waste of a spell. Trix sticks her tongue out at Constantine. Sometimes I forget in the presence of Mr. No Fun Allowed. I just want you to save spells like that for when we really need them. There are going to be times when you aren't going to be able to rest, Trixie. If we go up against a tough enemy and you don't have any spells at your disposal, what then? Saving spells is for boring people, Constantine. You know what I'm not? Boring. I would rather be dead than boring. Master of psychological warfare right there. Able to stifle back loud laughter. Borald laughs. The sound escaping Borald's lips puzzles everyone, causing the group to look at them. Did you just laugh? Trix points at the smile on Borald's face. You did! I honestly thought that you hated us or something. What? What made you think that? Well, you barely ever talked to us. You were always by yourself when this Lydia came over and dragged you to us. We were kind of wondering if we did something wrong. No. You guys didn't do anything wrong. I was just preoccupied with some personal stuff. That's all. Tricked with the girl boss gaslight energy. Yes. Is everything okay now? Borald nods. Yeah. I just have one request, though. What's that? Do you want me to let you bring back the dragon's head so you can claim all the glory? I mean, if it means that much to you, I'll let you hold on to it for 5 minutes when you get back to Aladdin. What? No! I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do that at all. Nico would faint if I held a dragon's head. Yeah, good, because I would at least hold that dragon's head for 5 minutes. We'll talk about that later, Clams. Anyway, what were you going to say, Borald? Moving forward, when you guys address me, could you use they and them? For sure. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Not even a brief hesitation. Just no question. They didn't need to convince them. They didn't ask any questions. They were just all for it. Borald's eyes glisten and their vision becomes blurry with tears. Hey, your slime is burning, Borald. Get off the fire or else it's going to taste like burnt green apple pie. Helia warns in her deadpan tone. Thank you, guys. But Borald wasn't thanking their friends for warning them that their green slime was burning. No. That gratitude was for something else entirely. After enjoying their delicious green slimes, the group felt ready enough to continue on with their adventure. Thankfully for the rest of the way, the group didn't encounter any enemies, so they were able to get to the cave in no time. Dragon time. Dragon time. So this is it? It is. Though the group felt confident in their abilities, reality was finally starting to sink in. This was the cave where the dragon lived. The cave was also now the resting place for countless adventurers, ones who also felt like they could take on this beast. Yet, everyone's determination wavered. Could they really do this? Would they be the ones to slay the dragon, or would they just join the others who fell before them? Lydia, noticing the fear in everyone's eyes, clenches her fists. I know we're scared, but we can't back down now. After all, what would people think of us if we came back to Adladon without having completed the quest? Lydia's voice wavers a bit, but she keeps going. Plus, we're heroes, right? We're supposed to help people. Putting on a brave face, Lydia turns to face the group. You can slay the dragon, not only bring peace to the group of people of Adladon, but also to the families and friends who lost people to this ferocious beast. And you. Lydia looks directly at Borald. You have something to prove, right? A moment of silence befalls the group as they mull over Lydia's words. Dragon time. We can do this. They've been on countless missions. They've overcome obstacles. They've even lost those near and dear to them. But despite all that, they were all still here, standing tall. Sure, they may have never faced a dragon before, but if they could withstand whatever life threw at them, then a dragon was no match for them. Lydia's right. Borald steps closer to the cave's entrance. We can't run away now. So, let's show this dragon what we're made of. For the first time since they joined the group, Borald's voice sounds confident. They aren't slouching or looking down at the ground. They're staring at the group with a fire in their eyes. Yeah, you two are right. With our brains and strength, we got this. Well, I don't know if we have much brains, but we can definitely kick that dragon's ass. With newfound energy, the group marches inside with their hands clenching tightly on their weapons, ready to fight. Fire! The cave's cold and damp. The only sounds are their footsteps echoing throughout the cave and the crackling of a fireball that Trix conjured up. Such a small and tight area. It's no wonder why so many people died here. That dragon just breathes even the tiniest bit of fire, you're a goner. Speaking of dead people, Trix points to various skeletal remains that are spread throughout the cave. Oh, concerning. Kick some ass, Borald. We got this, gang. These poor people. May eternal rest be granted unto them, that the perpetual light guides them into heaven. Lydia puts her hands together and closes her eyes, quickly finishing up a prayer before continuing forward. Jeez, how deep did this cave go? No clue. But be prepared for anything, guys. We don't know when this dragon will attack us. Who dares enter my home? Deep voice full of power causes the entire cave to shake. Tiny pieces of rock fall from the ceiling. Thankfully, the cave doesn't collapse or cave in on them. Where are you? Show yourself. Hello there. Emerging from the darkness is a teal-colored dragon with whose glaring daggers at the group with its bright yellow eyes. Who are your people, and why are you here? What's it look like? We've come to defeat you. Defeat me? Look around you, fools. We have tried, and they've all failed. Why? Why did you kill innocent people? Innocent? They tried to kill me. Wouldn't you do the same if strangers came into your home and threatened to take your life? No, what? Oh, it's true, dwarf. Haven't you asked yourselves why you were sent here? No, now that the question was posed to them. No, the group never thought about why they were sent here to kill the dragon, aside from the fact that it posed a danger to Adladon. Then again, it never directly attacked the city. As far as the group knew, the dragon was never sighted outside of this cave, which meant it never stepped foot outside of here. If the dragon killed anyone outside of this cave, there would be skeletons everywhere. The only remains that the group found are the ones inside this cave, meaning that all its victims came here to bother it. These people had families. Their children will grow up without a mother or father now, because of you. I see. It seems like you won't understand. You lot will never understand what it's like to be in my shoes. Dragon be spitting some facts. Dragon poses an interesting point here. Dragon is sitting back here going, "Why are you booing me? I'm right." Dragon raises its claws, getting ready to strike. You all will die here, just like the rest. Everyone get ready. Oh, I'm gonna battle? Or I feel like we might get a negotiation out of this. Oh! Oh shit. Dragon's claw strikes at everyone. Most of the party managed to dodge the attack, except for... Ooh! Constantine! Dragon's razor-sharp claw makes contact with Constantine's leg, dealing damage. Bugbear stumbles forward. Looks down and sees a giant gash on his right leg with crimson liquid seeping out of it. Constantine, are you okay? I'll be fine, Trix. The wound isn't anything to scoff at. Next time it'll be your head. Constantine sucks his teeth. Helia, do you have anything that might work on this guy? I always have something up on my sleeve. We need to heal Constantine. He can't move in this condition. Not Dad. Don't worry about me, Helia. It's more important for us to attack the dragon and weaken it. I can always heal on my turn. Helia, you need to help set up the group. But, Constantine... No, he's right, Helia. You should focus on weakening that admittedly cool-looking dragon, so the rest of us can attack it and deal as much damage as possible to it. Constantine can heal with a potion later. If we heal him now, it would just be a waste. Okay. Bard takes out her mandolin and strums a few strings. You say that you'll cut my dear friend's head off, dragon? Well, think again. Helia plays a steady melody and casts slow on the dragon. The dragon feels sluggish thanks to the spell. Oh, what did you do to be used to it, fairy? Wouldn't you like to know? Alrighty, my turn. Take this, you dumb dragon. Putting her hands together, Trix conjures up a fireball. Wait, why a fireball? Remember when Clam said before that dragons are completely resistant to fire? I want to redeem myself when I nearly killed that princess. Trix launches the fireball at that dragon. And while it's true that dragons can take damage from fire spells, dragons are strong against them, meaning they won't take full damage from that elemental spell as they would if they weren't. So the fireball does very little damage to the dragon. Oh, well, that sucks. No worries, Trix, I gotcha. Clams used the spell Shadow Sword. With a sword made up of shadow in her hands, Clams charges toward the teal dragon. Take this! Ooh! The sword sinks deep into the stomach of the dragon, which causes the beast to cry out in pain. The attack deals critical damage. That's a cool-ass spell, Clams. Good shit. The rat quickly hops back and wipes the blood off her face. That's what you get for being strong against fire attacks. It's my turn, but... Constantine looks at his leg, which is covered in blood. Should he try attacking the dragon? If he does, there's a chance that he might miss since he's not as fast as he normally is due to his injured leg. So he should use this time to heal, but... no telling what this dragon will do next. Constantine is the strongest member of the party. If he manages to land an attack now, that'll really help his team. Oh. Now's the time to be stupid. Don't heal now, that dragon's going to attack me and most likely kill me. I can't die here. To see this things through, I have to make sure these guys save the world. Memories of Hugo and his family flash through his mind. I want to see them again. Taking out a healing potion, Constantine chugs it. He can feel his energy return to him. Looks down at his leg, only dry blood and a ripped pant leg remain. This is technically a crystal dragon, so its main damage typing and resistance is radiant. It does... I'm gonna say, I defer to your judgment on the official rulings of D&D with regards to elemental damage. So I can buy that. Okay, let's see. Lydia scratches her chin, thinking about what to do. Ha, that might do the trick. Lydia points at the dragon. Feel the pain that you bestowed upon those you killed, dragon. Ooh! Suddenly the sound of a sorrowful bell fills the air. Lydia's cast toll of the dead on the dragon. What in the world? Confused dragon looks around, but is unable to spot the source of the sound. This is just an illusion, Orc. Stop playing mind games with me. Oh, the dragon is successful in their wisdom saving throw and is able to drown out the sounds of the bell. Dang it. Is it my turn? Yep, go ahead, Borald. Okay. Oh, what should I use? Oh, sword burst. A circle of spectral blades sweeps around Borald. Dragon is pushed back by the sheer power of the blades. Takes some force damage. Nice job, Borald. Dwarf smiles at Lydia's compliment. Alright, team. Round 1 done. The group continues to fight the dragon. Although they miss some of their attacks, our heroes are able to get the dragon down to its last bit of health. However, both sides are worn out. Breathing heavily, Trix lets out a chuckle. Heh, have you had enough? I could do this all day. You think this is the end of me? Think again, wizard. Craning his neck back, the dragon is preparing a devastating attack. Wait, what's it doing? Uh-oh. Smoke begins to come out of the dragon's nostrils. That's when everyone realizes what the dragon is planning on doing next. He's going to. No way, there's no cover anywhere. Everyone brace yourselves. Wait. Huh? He runs over to Borald. Borald, what are you doing? I'm going to cast protection from energy on you and make you resistant to fire. That way you won't take as much damage from the move. What? Why not cast it on yourself, or the others? Why me? Time for a party wipe. Because if you get hit, you're going to die. The rest of us will... Just take the dang spell, Borald. I can't put it on an unwilling target. But... There's more smoke coming out of its nostrils. Lydia grabs Borald's tiny hands with hers, nearly engulfing them. Her hands are shaking, although Borald isn't sure if that's because of how scared or desperate she is right now. There's no time for debate, Borald. Please. Okay. Thank you. Magic orange glow emits from Lydia's hands and transfers itself to Borald's entire body. They feel warm. Just as quickly as the spell is finished being cast, the dragon casts fire. The cave quickly rises in temperature as the spell engulfs everything in its path. Got this, Borald. Woo! And the fire engulfs them all, dealing critical damage to everyone except Borald, who only sustains minor damage thanks to Lydia's casting protection from energy onto them. If she didn't, they would have died. All of them but Borald fall to the ground. They're struggling to breathe, much less keep their eyes open. One more attack and Clams, Constantine, Aelia, Lydia, and Trix are all goners. It's up to Borald, the nervous dwarf warlock, to finish the job. You lot are stubborn. I'll give you that. The dragon's weak. After taking quite the beating from the group, it used up the last of its remaining energy on that fire spell, hoping that it would wipe them all out. However, it didn't account for Borald to still be standing. Everyone. Borald looks down at their fallen comrades. They're all too weak to stand up. It's up to you now, Borald. Lydia's voice is hoarse. It's like all the life has been drained out of her. It's so much different from her lively voice from earlier in the day. The one that helped give Borald the confidence they needed to come out to the group. Seeing Lydia like this breaks Borald's heart into a million pieces. You need to finish the job. Me? But... You can do it. I know you can do it. We know you can do it. Everyone looks at Borald with confidence, agreeing with Lydia's statement. Borald steps forward towards the weakened dragon, staring into its bright yellow eyes. Words it said earlier repeat in Borald's head. They tried to kill me. Wouldn't you do the same if some strangers came into your home and threatened to take your life? As Borald stared into the creature's eyes, for just a brief second the dragon's defenses fell. They saw someone who was hurting. Someone who was alone. But Borald turned back to look at their friends. Seeing their friends laying on the ground, on the brink of death, anger swelled inside Borald. There's no forgiving this dragon after that. Right? Oh. Time to make a choice, Borald. What will you do? Kind of had the feeling, at that exact point at the start of this fight, that we were heading here. Choices. We got a winking gif. Well, obviously we gotta start by killing the dragon. Borald unsheathes the weapon and points it at the dragon. I did save, right? Yes, I did. All you adventurers are the same. Just a bunch of cowards with swords and spells who will kill whatever creature or person you're tasked with killing without a second thought. Made your decision. Now kill me, adventurer. Just know that you killed me without knowing my story. That's the only reason you murdered me was because other people said I was something to be scared of. I'm sorry. Able to withstand the sight of it, Borald closes their eyes and stabs the dagger directly into the dragon's neck. They could hear and feel the blood gushing out. In a matter of seconds, the dragon's body comes crashing down to the cave floor. The sound reverberates throughout the cave. Holy crap, there's a lot of blood! Would have thought dragons had that much blood. They're dragons. They're gigantic creatures that are the size of kingdoms. What made you think they didn't have a lot of blood? Jeez, I haven't seen this much blood since the war. Eventually, Borald opens their eyes to see the dragon lying in their own pool of blood, and their teammates around them. You did it, Borald! You killed the dragon! Yeah. You don't sound too thrilled about it. I'm thinking about what the dragon said earlier, that's all. Even if it tried to kill us, maybe it was well in its right to. Still, if you didn't kill it, we would have all died, Borald. Exactly. You made the right call, Borald. I don't necessarily know that there wasn't a peaceful resolution here, but, in the immediate options we were handed, it is an understandable decision. Plus, with the dragon dead, that means we completed the mission. That's right, so we should heal up and get back to Aladon. Trix raises her index finger, stopping Constantine dead in his tracks. Before we leave. Uh-oh. What is it, Trix? Oh no. We can't go back to Aladon just yet. We need the dragon's head. I promised I was going to bring back its head, remember? And the problem is, how are we going to carry its head back? The head is massive. You two look at Lydia and Constantine. Oh no. But why are you looking at me and Constantine? You two are the strongest. Therefore, you two are the best people to carry a dragon's head. No. Absolutely not. If we don't, then how are we going to prove we killed that dragon? Now the guildmaster's going to take our word for it. Plus, I kind of told the people at the tavern I was going to bring back its head. Can't make me go back on my word. Especially with drunk people. No. But Constantine, please. Constantine can feel his resolve beginning to waver. Please, Constantine. Their voices are just too cute to say no to. Fine. That didn't take much convincing. Fine, I'll help too. Yeah, thanks guys. Yay, now I won't get murdered by drunk people. I don't have time to waste. Let's get off its head and make our way back to Aladon before it gets dark. Lord, please forgive me for what I'm about to do. In a group effort, everyone helps cut off the dragon's head, which creates an even bigger mess in the cave. There's blood everywhere. What a mess. It's gonna take a couple of baths for our dear heroes to get themselves clean. Their armor? Forget about it. The dragon's head now severed, the group marches back to Aladon. You know what happened next? What? Oh. My kick-ass friend over here, Borald, they stabbed that dragon right in the neck. And psha, a ton of blood came out. I love how Trix is barely showing up above the table. She's trying so hard to be cool, but she's at the kids' table. Imagine you're standing under a waterfall. Imagine that waterfall was blood. That was about how much blood came out from that dragon. You're kidding. Trix smiles, raising her non-alcoholic beverage, a lucky pecker, towards the man. I am not, my dear friend. You can ask the others. Am I lying? I closed my eyes during that part, so I don't really know. Oh Yeah, there was a ton of blood. Like talking gallons. Clams has her ears pierced. I love that. Who would have thought that a dragon would have that much blood? Can we please stop talking about blood? I just ordered some food and I don't want to lose my appetite. Yeah, can we talk about more pleasant things, please? Oh, you guys are no fun. What else am I supposed to talk about? Stupid slimes? Dumb wolves whose fur was so cheap that we couldn't even sell it? Yeah, that was a pretty low point in our adventure, I gotta admit. Soon enough, the patron leaves and the group is left to themselves. So what are you gonna do next, my amazing friends? I'm not sure. Maybe rest for a couple of days. I think we need it. Yes, I'm all for that. I mean, we did rake in a lot of gold, so I'm all for a little bit of a break until our next big adventure. Trick this shoulder slump. I mean, if everyone was to take a break, then I guess we should rest a little bit. And Trix leans forward, squinting her eyes. And she points her finger at Constantine, Lydia, and then at Helia. This is the big monster we get to kill. We are totally doing it, and there better not be any objections. It's not like we're gonna be able to say no to you, Trix. Relaxing back into her seat, Trix looks over at Borald. What about you, Borald? What are you gonna do now that the dragon's dead? About that. I was hoping to stay with you guys, if that was okay. I know that I was distant with you all at first, but during our short time together, I learned that you guys are all really nice people. If I wanted to thrive in life, I need to be around people who will not only uplift me, but accept me for who I am. No questions asked. Borald's cheeks turn red. So, can I join your guys' group? Everyone smiles and nods. Of course you can, Borald. Really? Dragon's probably pissed in the afterlife. These fuckers came into our house. Came into a house, ruined my dinner, and didn't even bother trying to listen. Fucking stabbed me to death and cut off my fucking head. What a mess. They sounded as excited as a child who was shopping for their first weapon. Yeah. Go with the team, Borald. Yeah. Oh. Oh. That's a wrap, everyone. Good job. I'm surprised you all made it out alive. Well, it's all thanks to River. I don't know if I did all that much. You guys are the ones who weakened the dragon for me. I just landed the killing blow. Don't underestimate what you did. You helped a ton, River. Honestly, River, if you didn't join them on this adventure, they probably would have all died. Wow. Do you really not have any faith in us, Theo? Listen, I've been DMing this group for 3 years. My faith in you all died a long time ago. Wow. Oh. Trix is just Trix. I love that. Trix is the group baby. Currently chowing down on pizza. With River with you guys now, that might change. We'll see though. Anyway, Adam, what are you going to be making for movie night tonight? Oh, it's supposed to be Nicole, not oh. I'm glad you asked, Cass. I was planning on making peanut butter trifle with Reese's. Oh my god, that sounds amazing! River, will you be joining us for movie night? Okay, so it's... huh? Theo didn't tell you about movie night, did they? No, they didn't. Listen, in all fairness, I didn't want to force River into anything. This is their first time meeting all of you, after all. Fair point. Oh, you're welcome to come if you want to, River. Yeah, it would be awesome to have you, especially since you're going to be a part of our group moving forward. This will be a great bonding experience. I actually had plans to study. Oh, another time then. The group gathers up their things and together it exits the study room. They leave the library, the sun is setting and the breeze is nice and cool. The group says goodbye to River and heads off towards Adam's apartment. Jamie, can we talk real quick? Sure. Guys, can you wait for me at the bus stop? I'll catch up in a second. Sure thing, Jamie. Oh. Jamie turns to face River. Aww. Oh. They became Trix, indeed. favorite art thing I ever did was Theo the DM's hijab being dragons. Oh, that's a cool touch. Jamie turns to face River. What's up, River? I just want to say thank you. Jamie raises an eyebrow. For what? What you said in the game as Lydia to Borald. You know, when they were sitting at the campfire together. Oh, no problem. It's just that, been out as non-binary for a few months now, but it's always nice to get confirmation that my identity is cool, even in a fantasy setting. So, thanks for that. I'm glad I can do that for you, River. If anyone ever tries to make you feel bad for being you, just let us know. We got your back, both in the game and in real life. River smiles a bright smile. Thank you. So I'll see you next Thursday? Yeah. See you, Jamie. Bye, River. Good luck with your studies. Two wave goodbye, walking in opposite directions with smiles on their faces. Aww. Oh, that's cute. Oh. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, given how very clearly there's a D&D mechanics worked into the in-universe story, but it's still really sweet to see that, like, the aftermath of the session there, and the characters that went into all the cool party members. That was still really sweet to see. Well, that was really cool. Of course, we have to go pet the dragon now. And see what happens now. Before we go anywhere else. Pet the dragon. Wait, what? Are you sure? Yeah, of course. Are you sure? Yeah. Pet. Are you triple sure? You're definitely gonna die if you do this. Oh my god, they said yes. Let them roll to pet the dragon already. Okay, fine. Roll to pet the dragon, Borald. Let's see if Lady Lucky is on your side. If she's not, you're dead. If she is, well, you're definitely the luckiest player that I know. Grabbing the D20 in their hands, River shakes it. But they aren't a religious person. Right now they're praying and hoping for that magical number 20. Come on. Everything was riding on this. River didn't get this, the group was going to die and find God. That was going to suck. It's human instinct to want to pet anything. Feeling confident, River released the dice from their hands and watched the purple D20 roll onto the table. Everyone watched with anxious anticipation. Oh, this is cool. It's immediately... This is the obvious decision that breaks the... that pulls back that veil. Because you're making such a... You're making one of those decisions in the setting of the scenario. And you can't help but pull back the veil a little bit. Everyone watched with anxious anticipation. The dice was slowing down, went from 5, 17, 3, 14, 8. The dice stopped rolling, ultimately landing on... No way. Holy shit. That's a 20, baby! There's Nicole. Yeah, that's... Cheering them on. Oh, now we see it with Theo's dragon scales. Oh, that's cool. Everyone starts cheering with the DM. Theo looks over their book to verify because there's no way in hell that the D20 actually landed on a 20. It's a 1 in 20 chance. This will have a better chance of the ice cream machine working at a fast food place than rolling a 20 in D&D. But as Theo double and triple checked the dice, much like how Santa would recheck his list around the holidays, the number of the dice was clear as day. It was 20. I can't believe it. Neither can I, but look at that. Good job, River. Thanks, but it's just luck, that's all. Jamie slaps River on the back playfully. Yeah, but that's some awesome luck, you gotta admit. Does that mean we get to have a pet dragon? Please tell me that means we get to have a pet dragon. Come on, Theo. If we don't get to have a pet dragon, I'm quitting. Hold on, let me think. Let's see, didn't account for this. Make it snappy. Adam's gonna be making us a dessert later, and you know how much we love his homemade dessert. Theo rolls their eyes. Okay, I thought of something, but excuse me if it isn't up to your guys' super high standards. Everyone takes their seats and turns their attention back to the game, eager to see how things are going to play out. We're getting a pet dragon. Borald places their hands on the dragon and starts petting it. This catches the dragon by surprise. What? What are you doing? You're hurting, aren't you? Well, yes, but that's because you and your friends attacked me and stabbed me several times. I meant deep down. Yes. I was living my life peacefully here in this cave until a bunch of humans came here hoping to discover treasure so they could become rich. They saw me. It just started attacking me. I didn't do anything to them. What else was I supposed to do? Just stand there and let them kill me? I was scared, so I fought back. I ended up killing them. I felt guilty about it, but I would be lying if I said that they didn't deserve it. Shortly after that incident, more and more people came. Missing word got out about what I did to the first group. I was only defending myself. I didn't know what I did to deserve being attacked in the first place. It's because I'm a dragon, so I'm deemed an immediate threat. It hurts knowing people that people are scared of you because of who you are, not even getting to know you. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I would like to extend an offer to you. I actually don't know your name. Daldrus. Daldrus, would you like to join our group? We're getting a dragon. Excuse me? Oh my god, please say yes. I would love a pet dragon. Say yes, Mr. Dragon. I mean, Mr. Daldrus. Please say no. But I did attack you, and you only defended yourself. Plus, taking into account some of the eagerness of some of my comrades, I'm sure we could let bygones be bygones. So, what do you say? Is there someone within the group who can take care of me? Constantine. He's great with animals, and I think a dragon falls under that. Don't make me responsible for the dragon. I already have my hands full taking care of you all. What's adding a dragon to the list gonna do? I mean, we're going to have to buy it food and make sure it has a proper place to rest in every night. Considering its size, that's going to be hard. I'm sure there's an inn somewhere at Isamar that allows pet dragons. I don't think such an inn exists, given the reputation dragons have. The group continues to talk over the responsibilities of owning a pet dragon, which, if you can believe, there's a lot of. You have quite the group with you. Yes, but they're fun to be around. Borald smiles softly at their friends. Eventually, the group settles down and turns their attention back to the dragon, waiting for its response. So, will you join us? Daldrus thinks about the offer, and then nods. Okay, I'll join your group. Welcome to, whatever this is, Daldrus. Ah! Dragon Adventures! Clams and tricks. Oh god. After healing each other, a group of adventurers exited the cave. Once they did, they hopped on top of Daldrus and flew high into the sky. Ooh, this is so much fun. This is way better than walking. My stubby legs can only take me so far. I have to admit, this is a lot better than walking. Indeed, we're definitely going to get out to our destinations a lot faster now. Although, how are we going to explain this to the Guildmaster? We don't. That might be for the best, actually. Daldrus, don't take us back to Aladon, please. If we go back there, they're going to want our heads on a platter. Yet another place we can't go back to. Hopefully that list won't get any longer. And so, with the mission failed, our adventurers fly north. They don't know where they're going, but what they are sure of is that wherever they do end up, another grand adventure is lying in wait for them. Plus, with the addition of 2 new party members, Borald and Daldrus, there's nothing stopping this group. Befriended a dragon. Aww. I can't believe that just happened. And I can't believe it isn't butter, but hey, I get over it. So if I can do that, you can get over this, buddy. Nicole pats Theo on the back. You know, River, when we met in the game design class, I thought you were just going to be different. Bring some order into this rather chaotic group. Yeah. But I was wrong. Sorry, I just thought that the dragon needed some friends. No, yeah, I hear you, River. Hey, don't apologize, River. I'm glad you pet Daldress because now you have a pet dragon. Though if I'm not sure how having a dragon is going to work when we bring it towns and stuff, like, how are the townspeople going to react? They're going to shit themselves. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to be getting through a lot of stairs from people. I think it might even be harder to get quests now that we have a dragon that has a reputation for killing people from Aladon. Screw the villagers. Dragons for life. Hell yeah. Maybe. I mean, I'm sure our amazing DM is going to come up with some amazing storylines for us and our newfound dragon companion. Right, Theo? Of course I will. Just going to take a lot of brain power, which I should be using for my midterms. I guess that's the cross I have to bear as a DM. Anyway, I'm craving dessert. Adam, what dessert are you making for movie night tonight? I was thinking peanut butter trifle with Reese's. Adam turns to River. River, will you be joining us for movie night? Huh? Theo didn't tell you about movie night, did they? No, they didn't. Listen, in all fairness, I didn't want to force River into anything. It's their first time meeting all of you, after all. A fair point. But you're welcome to come if you want to, River. Yeah, it'd be awesome to have you, especially since you're going to be a part of our group moving forward. This will be a great bonding experience. I actually had plans to study. Oh, another time then. The group gathers up their things and exits the study room. Leave the library, the sun is setting and the breeze is nice and cool. The group says goodbye to River and heads off towards Adam's apartment. Jamie, can we talk real quick? Ooh. Okay. Sure thing, Jamie. Aw. Jamie turns to face River. What's up, River? I just want to say thank you. Jamie raises an eyebrow. For what? What you said in the game. That's Lydia to Borald. You know, when they were sitting at the campfire together. No problem. It's just that I've been out as non-binary for a few months now, but it's always nice to get confirmation that my identity is cool, even in a fantasy setting. So thanks for that. It is so pure. I'm glad I can do that for you, River. If anyone ever tries to make you feel bad for being you, let us know. We got your back. In the game and in real life. River smiles a bright smile. Thank you. So I'll see you next Thursday. I do get the feeling that part of Borald's backstory came from River's real-life experiences with their friend group, with their past friend group, to some degree. So I'll see you next Thursday? Yeah. See ya, Jamie. Bye, River. Good luck with your studies. Two wave goodbye, walking in opposite directions with smiles on their faces. But we'd love to see you. We'd love to see this, though. River found their way into a warm and chaotic but accepting, wholesome, good friend group. Good, kind, chaotic, but supportive friend group that they all need. Found family! Yes. We'd love to see it. Oh. Oh, that was delightful. That was delightful. We may not have slain a dragon in both paths, but the real reward was the friends we made along the way. That means even more than it normally does in this instance. We stand to support a friend group. Hell yeah. You'd love to see it. Supportive IRL friend group and a dragon. Can't forget the dragon. Oh. Let's see, what are we running at here? I think we're 2 hours 30 in. I think... Oh, that's right. One thing we didn't do yet was We have to see the chaos route. We're gonna rewind back to the beginning briefly, momentarily. And get Trix to introduce herself to Borald. Hams is right. I think you should let Trix talk to the guy. Awesome. But, when things go south, we're stepping in. Do you not have any faith in me? No. I'd rather not say. Wow. Y'all suck. No worries, Trix. I have faith in you. Thanks, bestie. I always knew that you were my one and only true friend in this group. Well, I can't wait to prove you all wrong. Watch, we'll be on the road to kill that dragon in no time. Trix rushes off with the nervous dwarf while her teammates watch carefully. When she gets close, the guy doesn't notice at first, which is new because usually people would notice Trix immediately. Huh. Weird. She taps the dwarf warlock on the shoulder. He jumps as if he's seen a ghost. Eh? Once again, a first for Trix, but she doesn't back down. Trix gives the guy her cutest smile, making sure to show off her dimples. Oh. Hi? Trying to watch the train wreck, exactly. Hi. So, what's your name? Borald. Yours? Trix. You know, I'm surprised I haven't heard of you before. I mean, you have a really gorgeous beard. Surprised the people of Aldon aren't talking about it. Really? Yeah, I just don't hand out that kind of compliment to just anyone. It's true. I don't usually hear Trix tell people that, even when we're at taverns. Plus, I have to agree that guy's beard is pretty cool. Yeah, it is. Everyone nods in agreement. This Borald guy has a really nice beard. Thank you. I like your cloak. Where did you get it? Oh, this little thing? My old roommate at the academy needed it for me before I got kicked out. Oh, how did you get kicked out? Oh, no. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Don't tell me she's actually going to tell him why she got kicked out. Oh, I pulled one too many pranks on the staff. I think the final straw was when I summoned a bunch of dogs into the dean's office, fully knowing he was allergic to them. Boy, were those dogs super cute. Glad I was able to go out on such a banger. I see. Hey, at least she didn't bring up the prank that she pulled during exams. Apparently she stole all the test answers from the professor's desks and replaced them with venomous snakes. Yeah. Excuse me? She did what now? Nothing. I did nothing. Anyway, I heard from the guild master that you accepted the quest to kill the dragon. Is that true? That I did. Why did you ask? I was wondering. Trix twiddles her thumbs. Could me and my friends... Trix nudges her head in the direction of the group, all of whom wave at Borald. Join you on your quest? Not that you can't handle the dragon on your own, of course, but it's just that me and my friends really wanted to take that quest. It'd be really awesome if you could let us come with. Trix causing trouble wherever she goes. It's her default state. She can't not cause trouble. If she goes through a day without causing trouble, that's when you know something is severely wrong. No. Everyone's jaws drop. Did they hear Borald correctly? Did they just say no? Awesome. Wait, what? I'm sorry, but no. Did you think that flattery was going to work with me? Well, yeah? I'm sorry, but perhaps you and your friends can take on another quest. I want to do this one by myself. Borald starts to walk away. Rejected. Hey, you ever consider? Well, Sal. I'll turn your beard into snakes. I'll break all the pots in your house. Oh no. Good luck with that. I don't even own a house. Trix falls to her knees and punches the ground. No. My last trick thwarted. Damn it. Trix. Clams runs toward their friend and begins comforting her. So does that mean we aren't going on the quest? Here lets out a heavy sigh. Oh well, this life-shattering moment will make for a good song. How the charming Trix finally managed to be knocked down a peg, but as a result, let us all down and now we're all out 10,000 gold. That's a big L. Helia frowns like a sad clown at a carnival. Gold makes me think I feel something. What are we going to do if we can't get our hands on that gold? Constantine and Lydia look at each other. We have to step in. Now. Agreed. The rest of the party walk up to Borald before we can exit the Adventurers Guild. Can I help you guys? I already said no to your friend. Can you please just leave me alone? Listen, I apologize for Trix's behavior. Especially about that part where she threatened to vandalize your home, even though you don't have one. I don't know what to think about that. Just that she really wants to go on this quest and kill that dragon. Well, so do I. Does your friend have another reason she wants to go on that quest besides wanting to kill that dragon for fun? No. I have a different reason. I want the money. She's honest to a fault. Yeah. She started out all right, but she missed the landing there. She missed that landing big time. You're not helping, Helia. It's the truth, though. Unlike you all, I'm not doing this quest for fun or the money. Then, what is your reason? I feel like I have something to prove to the people back home. One time at Academy, then I turned all the test tents into venomous snakes. I had clams dropping the tea that even Lydia didn't know. Borald shifts uncomfortably. Anyway, if you all don't have anything else to say to me, I need to get going. The shops are going to close soon. Borald turns on his feet, but before he can even take a single step towards the door, Lydia grabs his bicep. Wait. What? It's the first time Borald makes eye contact with the group. Within his eyes was only one thing. Fear. Lydia could feel the arm trembling as she held it gently in her grasp. Did this man truly believe that they could take on the fearsome dragon by themselves? The one that's killed countless other adventurers before them? Their brain was telling them yes, that they could. However, their heart was telling them no. Even so, this guy wanted to go on this mission so they could prove people wrong. I want them to live. Can't let them go on this mission by themselves. Let's help you on your mission. I, as well as the others, want to prove your doubters wrong. What? I know what it's like to have people look down on you. For one reason or another. We've all experienced that. But you're going to be throwing your life away if you run in there by yourself. So let us help you kill that dragon. That way you can come back victorious and show these people, whoever they may be, that you can do whatever you want, regardless of your background or identity. For a second, Borald takes in everything the orc has said to him. Her compassion, her bright smile. Lydia can feel Borald relax, so she releases her grip on him. Okay. If you all could help me accomplish my goals, then I don't see why I can't let you join me in my quest. Everyone, except Clams and Trix, who are too busy crying in the corner, smile. Thank you so much, Borald. I'm Lydia, by the way. It's nice to meet you, Lydia. Let me inform... Constantine looks at his two favorite, a word he wouldn't ever dare say aloud, troublemakers. His smile immediately flips into a frown. It pains him to see them like that. Those two. Good news. This should make them feel better. Constantine walks over to the two, and in an instant, the duo's faces brighten up. They're so excited you can hear them cheering from across the room. The poor people inside the Adventurers Guild have to cover their ears to muffle the shrills coming from Clams and Trix. After Constantine manages to calm the pair down, they regroup with everyone. I suppose introductions are in order. The fairy's name is Helia. Oh, hello, Borald. Helia's voice is deadpan. Okay, we're back. We're caught up, I believe. You've met Trix. Hi. Hi. Constantine nudges Trix. Go. Fine. Said Borald, I just want to say I'm sorry for threatening to break all the pots in your home. What I meant what I said earlier, when I said you had a cool beard. Sure, I was like trying to win you over and stuff, but that was a genuine compliment. I'll never lie to people about that sort of stuff because that's rude. Borald smiles softly. Oh. Well, thanks for the apology. I appreciate it. See, was that so hard? Yes, it was. Apologies are just awkward. I hate them. Anyway, next one is Constantine. Alright. I try to run a tight ship. I think we are safely moving along. I suppose the one thing we can see yet is the various morning variations here. Oh, yeah. No offense, but when you tried to flirt with me back at the guild, that didn't work. So what makes you think a horrible pickup line like that is going to work? Don't remind me of that low point in my life, Borald. I can't believe my winning smile didn't convince you to take us on that quest. Listen, 99.99% of the time my charm works. You were just that super unlucky 0.01%. I can't wait to prove you wrong. Master at work. Alright. Success. Sleep well, Borald. You too. And Lydia. Yeah? Thanks for hanging out with me. Lydia smiles warmly at the dwarf. No problem. It was fun hanging out with you. Borald waves goodbye to Lydia before leaving the tavern and heading upstairs to their room. And the morning after. Night turns today, okay. Ah, yes. It was probably fine. How did your date go, Trix? It was awesome. Gwen. She said I could call it that. I went to a festival that celebrated the day that these frog people overthrew the government and beheaded their king. Frog Revolution? Ah. I visited all their booths, had some cool stuff, and even played some games. One of them was to throw an axe at a target. If you do, you get a prize. Gwen really wanted this gigantic stuffed mind flayer plushie, but no matter how hard she tried, this axe just would not hit the target. So of course I stepped up to the plate. You? Throwing an axe? You can't throw an axe to save your life. Exactly. So instead I just burned the target to smithereens and demanded the vendor give us the plushie. Constantine's eyes widen in horror, while Clam's eyes brighten up with excitement. You did not do that. Oh, but I did, Constantine. I ended up winning Gwen's heart at the plushie, so it was worth getting chased out of the festival. That's so badass. Oh dear, we won't ever be able to step foot in that place because of you. It's fine, Constantine. We were going to need to go to the kingdom of Russia. Little did the goblin know that in the coming months, the group actually did need to go to the kingdom of Russia. But that's a story for another time. Alright. Catch up with Constantine. By the way, how was your evening with Hugo, Constantine? It was fun. It was unfortunate that it had to come to an end. Surely you two made arrangements to meet up again, right? We did talk about that, yes. Though with me being tasked with looking after the group and us always being out on adventures, there's very little room for Hugo and me to spend time together. Oh, come on. You deserve to be with Hugo. You deserve to be with Hugo more often. Your smile practically lit up the room when you were with him. Constantine's cheeks turned pink. Seriously, if you wanted to take a break from adventures to be with him for a couple of days, I wouldn't mind. I think the others would mind either if they knew how much Hugo meant to you. Plus, knowing our luck, we'd have a mission lying in wait for us in your hometown of Larnwick. Oh, little did they know. Oh ho! I suppose that's true. That would align with our luck. I'll bring it up to the group later. Though if we do visit Larnwick, I'm concerned how the town will end up looking afterwards. Letting Trix and Clams meet my siblings. That's just a recipe for a disaster. Constantine lets out a light-hearted chuckle. Oh dear. Alright, and we're reunited again. We're doing so fine. Don't think anything's gonna particularly... Pet the dragon. Pet the dragon. Pet the dragon. Dragon. Do it, do it, do it. Speedrun strats. Nat 20. Yeah! I'd love to see it. I just really wanted to see these again. So if I'm pinning names to characters and appearances in the IRL friend group, we have Jamie from top to bottom here. Obviously we have Theo the DM and River the new guest. We have Jamie, Adam. I'm guessing Jamie, Adam, Cassandra, Nicole, and Violet. From top to bottom in this scene. If I have my facts straight and appearances matched up with characters. That's my guess. Correct me if I'm wrong, but got it? Nice. That's a cool group. Ooh. And alas. Dahl just joins the party. Our interaction with the normal villages is now severely limited, but we have a dragon. You know what? We have a dragon. You can't beat that, can we? We have a dragon. We have a new friend. And you know what? That's damn cool. And the gang back together. And it's sweet. Let me leave off with that again, because that's just a really sweet and wholesome CG to end on. Ah. Naturally me. That was really sweet. I really enjoyed that. I think it's... yeah, we've getting to 3 hours in the end. But it was worth it. That was absolutely worth it. Just to... oh. Just the charming banter, the friendly interactions, and just the amount of heart put into it. Especially with incorporating Borald in their story. And just... the beautiful, beautiful... just full of heart. And it's really heartwarming to see that. And it's... That was... My heart is full, and we have a pet dragon, too. We befriended the dragon. And we made a new friend. All in all, a good day. All in all, a good day. So I'm glad for that. I'm glad I finally got around to playing this, because that was well worth it. I'm glad you got to be here, too, because it was delightful. Okay, time to stretch. And unwind. Probably going to sign off for the night from here. Might... I know I have other stuff in my collection here, but it's getting a bit late, so... oh no, might come back to this tomorrow and play some other games from that jam. I think the only other one I picked up immediately was this one, Riichi Sleepover. But there's definitely a good collection in that too, just to deep down into it. I'm definitely going to. Absolutely will. But for now, thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed me enjoying